All right, welcome to Phoenix Premier League. My name is Jason Ives. I am joined by my buddy, my longtime buddy. It's great to finally have you here. Thanks for taking the time, Cody.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
It's wonderful to have you. And let's turn the volume down. So make sure that doesn't work. Cody, got a crime report, buddy.
Yep.
Someone came over today and stole all of my fruit.
Really?
I am peachless. Folks, thanks for joining us today. We have our weekly match of the week. It is a doubleheader today, right out of the gate.
Yes.
Week one doubleheader. Not messing around.
Not messing around.
We have got Mckimmy versus Josh Reardon in game one. Game two is Mr. Trevor Sellers versus some guy. It's a newbie. Ryan Thomas?
Thomas?
I don't. Yeah, Mr. Ron Thompson's here. Ron trying to end that losing streak here at the Castle. It's a pleasure to have them both. Looking forward to these matches tonight.
Me too.
It's going to be a fun one.
Me too. I agree.
Big shout out to Phoenix, and thanks for everything you're doing. Thanks for putting this league together. Big shout out to Dustin. Big shout out to Ben. You guys are doing a fantastic job, and I will tell you, doing this every 2 months, it's got to be pretty taxing on them, quite frankly.
Yes.
You know, I'm in my house. I come
Right,
home,
it's
I turn on the computer, turn on the cameras, we're ready to go.
You got the easy part.
Yeah, I really do. So big shout out to those guys. Folks, we haven't been on the air for a while. I apologize for that. Personally, I'd like to blame Cody, but he had nothing to do with it. We're back on the air now. The Siege is going to be coming back pretty soon. But if you could, we need to build that audience back up. So please give us a like, give us a share, whether you're watching today along with YouTube or whether you're watching us today on Facebook. Please share it out. Let's get the viewers that these players truly, truly deserve. Well, let's get right to it. You playing in the Premier League this year?
I'm not in the Premier League. I'm in the Contender League.
The Contender. What is this Contender?
I know.
Premier, Challenger, Contender?
I've dropped all the way to the bottom, unfortunately.
Well, I tell you what. We've got a little graph. I made a flow chart.
Look at you.
I made a flow chart. Let's take a look at it.
Look
all
at
right?
this.
So tonight, our first match is going to be coming from that center one in the Challenger League. But let's start at the very top box. That's the best. Every now and then we make a few little tweaks, a few little changes. This whole system is kind of based off the English soccer league, and they make changes in the league every 4 or 5 years too, with the amount of people moving up, moving down. Depends on what they need to do. We've done the same thing here with the Premier League. We used to have 8 players last season. We've switched that to 10 players. All right, so there's 10 players. That means there's a little bit more safety for those guys in the middle. Because the bottom 3, they're going to go down. They're going down to the Challenger League, which is where I reside this season. So the Challenger League also has 10 players, but that one is the one league where the top 3 players are going to move up, and the bottom 3 players are going to move down. And where are they going to move down to, Cody?
To the Contender League.
The Contender Leagues that are made up of 6 players each league. They play each other twice, so there's a 10-week league. Only the champion of that league moves up.
Yep.
So there are 3 Contender Leagues. The one champion moves up. That fills in the bottom 3 that moved out of the Challenger League.
Yep.
And everything starts over again here in about 2 months. It's a fantastic system. I like it a lot. Dustin and Ben are doing some great things with it. It's fun to be a part of it.
Yeah, they are. I feel like it's getting a lot more players involved into some highly competitive darts, which is good.
Yeah.
Bringing a lot of people's games up for sure.
Well, and I'm playing in a Challenger League, and I'm one of 10 players, and all the other 9 players, they could beat me or I could beat them on any particular day.
Absolutely.
And it's fun to play in a league that is so competitive like that. But it kind of sorts everybody out at their levels, and it gives people a chance to progress up too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I love the league. I love the concept. Fantastic work by Phoenix Darts, and we're just honored to be a part of it.
Agreed.
Quite frankly.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, it's really a lot of fun. So let's talk about match number 1.
Match number 1.
All right, we've got Mckimmy.
Yep.
Who's got a little bit of an eye injury that cropped up this morning.
A
little bit of an eye injury. My first thing I asked him was, well, who dotted your eye?
Right,
And he said he woke up with it.
Yep.
All right, so I'll buy that for the time being. But he's playing a Mr. Josh Reardon.
Yes.
What do you think? What do you know about these guys? Fill me in. You're the color guy. I supposedly know nothing. You know everything.
Yeah, they're both great shots. So actually, the last Contender League that I played in, all 3 of us were in the same league. So I got to play each of them.
Did you know any? Did you beat any of them?
Josh spanked me, and I think I lost to Mike 8-7 or 9-6.
Okay.
Josh did great that league. I think he beat Mike in the first run as well. So I know both players throwing really well right now.
Yep.
Confident in their games, so should be a good match.
Yep. You picking somebody? I thought I heard you kind of favor Josh there. Are you committing to a pick? I mean, I haven't even asked you officially for your pick yet, but it just seems like in your review of the people there was a little favoritism towards Josh.
If I had to pick
the man crush thing, maybe
not quite a man crush, not quite a man crush. If I had to pick right now, which there's still hopefully a couple minutes before I got to do my final decision, but at this very second, I would think I'm leaning Josh.
Broke into my house during the day. They did.
Really?
Stole all of my fruit. I am completely peachless. All right. So let's get to picks. All right. I'm going to make mine first. We're going to do something completely out of order, something different, something. Now, here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know, I think everybody in Indy knows. I think everybody in Indy loves Mike, but we know he can get inside of his own head pretty quick.
Absolutely.
Right? And if Josh comes out firing, wins the first 2, maybe 3 games, it's over for Mike.
Turns the heat on.
Right? It's over for Mike, and that eye that may not hurt him at all of a sudden starts hurting a little bit because he starts thinking about it, and that's the reason, right? And it gets inside of his head. Now, I like Mike a lot. I've always liked Mike a lot. All right, he's a very genuine, very true, honest person. It's going to be interesting to see if he can come out of the gate fast. It'll be over with Josh.
Yep.
All right, Mike, who was the best darts I've ever seen Mike throw was about 4 years ago at a Schaefer State.
Yep.
Right. Some of the best darts I've ever seen Josh throw was down at Hog Rock Cafe about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Josh threw some fantastic darts back then. Went through a little bit of a slump.
Right.
Got a little family committed, a little work committed, moved house. Kind of got away from darts a little bit. Has come storming back.
Yep.
In the last 6 months.
Yeah, he was even the Barton's League we threw in together.
And I bet you at some point in time before the end of the year, he's going to be better than he's ever been if he keeps on playing.
Yep.
He really is. And it was back when Trevor was starting to get good and Josh was starting to get good, and I would have conversations with some of the big shots around town as to who was going to be better. And it was a deep conversation between Josh and Trevor back then.
Absolutely was.
Right? So all that being said and done, I'm picking Josh to win. They're going to play all 15 games. I'm thinking Josh 9-6. I think it's going to be still relatively close, but I think Josh is going to edge it out, and I think he's going to win early.
Yeah, I'm leaning Josh as well. I think Mike's got a little bit of that revenge game coming. He lost to Josh in the Contender League.
Okay.
It's another crack at him now. I think it's 8-7. I think it's close. I think they both throw great, but I think Josh wins 8-7.
All right, so we're both picking Josh. So Mike is guaranteed
to win.
Yeah, Mike is guaranteed to win at this point. All right, folks, here's what we're going to do. We're not even going to run a promo video because Jason didn't load it up correctly. We are going to switch over to main board right here, which is a nice way of saying that I am going to switch seats, and Cody is going to say something interesting why I switch seats.
Oh, boy. He's backing up the chair. He's up
Speechless,
out of the chair. He's muted his mic. The headset is off. He's struggling with the cable. He's struggling with putting the headset down. And he's on his way to the control chair. Oh, he broke his back trying to sit down. And then 3, 2, 1. We're back.
You missed me. You missed me. I didn't see many likes, many shares out there. Big shout out to Mr. Reardon saying hello, boys. Hello, Sean. How are you? More importantly, hello to your kids and hello to your wife. Hope everybody is doing well. All right. Well, these guys are putting money on the board. Now, you'll notice there's a $50 fee when you play in this league. So they put that in the first week. That's why you see so many credits in the board initially here. But that's just normal. And looks like we are ready to go. Did we figure out who is the home team, Cody?
Oh, I did not catch that.
I got you one job. One job. Big shout out to Andy Ohm. How you doing, Andy? It's good to see you. Nice to see you in the chat. while we're getting ready to go here, Cody, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
Oh, boy. One starts with a Z.
No. One's a big, heavy African animal, and the other one's a little lighter.
Aha.
All right, how about that? I'm full of dad jokes today. I'm telling you. I wrote some down just so I would not forget it.
Oh, boy.
I'm like a battery, just not included. All right, Mike's in right away on a double 18. That's his favorite double. We're going to see a lot of that tonight, folks. Shout out to Thomas Bowman watching along. Glad to see you're doing well. Brian Drew, haven't seen you in a minute. What's going on, Brian? How are you? Shout out to Brad Kennedy. Great to see you watching along. Even more happy to hear that your wife's surgery went well today. Our prayers are answered. Shout out to them. Josh opening up with a solid 60. Not getting in, though.
A little low there. Got to follow it through there.
A little low. Now, Josh did get here a little bit late for the match. Didn't throw too many warm-up darts. Mike was here nice and early, and that is reflected in these throws right here. Now, Josh needs to get in right here. He can still keep it pretty close if he can get in right here.
Like the switch to the 16.
Yeah. Switch down low. You know, it's always hard to gauge that double 20 on when you're not really warm and in tune with the board.
Absolutely. That's a great shot. Great round.
And right there, he draws right back, so he's back close to it. Only 8 finds himself 8 points behind. Mike's answering the text right quick.
Time.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Big shout out to Ben Ferris watching along with us. How you doing there, sir? I said all nice things about you when we opened up, so you might want to rewind. Save that tape. Big shout out to Cheyenne watching along with us up in Audubon, Lafayette area. Miss Cheyenne, I haven't seen you for a while. Hope everything is well with you, young lady. Mr. Bud Crystal's watching along in the chat.
Bud.
Nice to see To The Point streaming going again. Sir, it is a pleasure to be back. I feel great. I feel healthy.
I tell you what, Bud's garage setup could rival the setup here. I hate to say it.
All right. Now that's enough of Cody for the night. There you go.
He's firing.
Mike's firing in that. Yeah, he's firing in a nice ton there. It's going to take Josh a little bit to get going, it seems.
Yeah, it's got to get it low here. Just find a rhythm.
Yeah, it's, and you'll see a lot of that initially, a lot of trip 5s, a lot of trip 1s. These guys, even at this level, it does take them a little bit to get going. We see the same thing on the Siege.
Absolutely.
Give them a leg or two, and let's see what's going on. Dad, Neil's in the chat saying, I'm glad you guys are back streaming. Well, it is great to be back because I miss talking to people like you there, Frank.
Still a great shot. I got to let those trip 5s go.
Yep.
Get on to the next.
Well, and Mike down to 103 already. First turn out, obviously, looking right at it. Let's see if Josh can put some pressure on it. He's going to need to pick up a trip or two, and not a trip 7. There it is.
Big third.
That's a big third. Still not in and out, though. It gives Mike some breathing. And here it is. It's a setup. So if you can't hit the 103, leave yourself
absolutely
sitting pretty.
Yep.
That's get out of your head, Mike. Just throw the dart.
Trip 16.
Trip 16, piece of cake. Trip 16, a trip 8 wouldn't hurt right here.
No, nope.
Well, and that's problematic.
It's tough.
That's problematic. That's what happens when you don't think it out before you get up to the line there.
Doing it on the fly. I mean, I guess if you're comfortable with 50 and you're coming back, I guess, but just leave yourself a $1.
Well, let's see if Josh's going to put any pressure on it. Looking at 131.
Great shot.
Look at that.
Darts. Just get it low, put the pressure on.
That's a fantastic 1040 right there.
Yes, sir.
So, Mike, looking at this 50 now, let's see what he's going to do. He's going to double 18.
He's going back to double 18.
Double 9. There it is, Mike.
Huge.
Good shot.
Huge.
Wonderful shot there from Mike. If you look closely, and let's be fair to Mike, an irritated eye, quite frankly, is that and a shoulder are the two things you cannot have. So he does have an irritated eye. You'll see him as he pulls his darts from the board when he walks up there. You'll see his right eye. He does have a lot of swelling and there's a lot of redness in that eye right now. Didn't affect him on game one, though. If we just get someone to change out the scoreboard, we'll be in good shape. Cody, what are you seeing on those darts there?
It looks like they're great. Oh, we missed a big 152. I almost said 160 without even looking.
Yeah.
Glad I checked.
So Josh getting in on the highest possible he can. Came in on a double 16, hit a trip 20, trip 20.
And this is heat's on. Get in first dart here is huge.
Big B Darts is in the chat watching along with us. Thanks for watching along with us, Big B. Pleasure to have you along.
Big shot from Mike. Good answer.
Let's see if we can get a little bit closer and see how well Josh, he beat up the 20s at the end of the last leg.
Oof.
It's a little low.
A little flight action there. All over it.
And we'll keep it up here for Mike. You can see that right eye is it's noticeably more red than the left eye. And to be fair to Mike, quite frankly, coming in here, he didn't even mention it. I was the first one to bring it up to him. So there's nothing wrong with that. He's doing well.
All over that 20. One hole out. Great shot.
Yeah, Josh with a solid ton 40. Josh really starting to find a little rhythm here.
Yep.
Cody Gunner says hello.
Hello, Gunner.
Only to you, apparently.
That sounds about right.
That's all right. That's fair. I understand. I get the feeling. All right, Josh, looking at the first out, looking at a 149. Starts out with he wanted to start out with the trip 20. He's looking at 129 now, looking down.
Set it up. Yep. Trip 12.
That's a good setup. Cody is right. Trip 12 is the good dart here. Actually, the good dart is what leaves you with a one dart out. So 57, that'll be all right. You can't go much wrong when your partner's sitting on 240.
Nope.
Let's see if Mike can't put some pressure on this here. That's a great start.
Yes.
All right. Well, he's got an out. He's got a chance. It puts a little bit of pressure on him.
Yep. Makes the fat dart a little shakier.
Josh shooting at this 57 to hold throw. And we'll go to a 1-1. We are playing all 15 legs tonight. Every third game will be a game of cricket. Josh looking at tops.
Yeah,
and he hit it.
Huge.
Yep. And that's the difference. Remember game one, he tried to get in on a double 20. Fell a little bit short. Threw all three of his darts a little bit low. Not this time.
Wonder if he hits that one now, if he tries starting back on it again, if he stays on the 16.
That's a good point. Does he go back up? But he's had some success. Every time he's thrown at that double 16, he's hit it, right?
Yeah, yep. If you're getting in on it, I'm staying there.
All right, we're switching over to cricket right now. And look at this from Mike. Look at this. Opens up with a 7 mark of his own.
Big shot.
He's moving around the board. Let's see what Josh answers with. He's going to be looking down at the 19s.
Ooh, great dart. Unlucky.
He has to move a little bit on the arc. He does kind of block him a little bit. He stays right there. Now he's got 2 on the roof. Can he find a way through it? He can.
That's 3 great darts.
Yeah,
three good darts.
Solid darts. Stays with that 19. Closes them out. These guys playing pretty even right now. Oh, look at Mike.
He's on a roll.
Look at Mike. Look at Mike. Yes.
Almost a white horse.
Yes. Well, he hit a 7 mark. Now he's hit an 8 mark. Guess what he's going to do next? It's not a white horse because he can't. Well, technically he could, I guess. Yeah, Josh just answering with a 16, doing what he can. He's got to put some points on the board.
Yeah, huge. Great answer.
Oh, look at that 9 mark. Look at these guys. 7.5 versus a 6. And Josh is getting smoked. Can you imagine throwing a 6 and getting smoked?
Oh,
I don't know why Mike's throwing at a 19. Don't let him beat yourself up. Put that right out of your mind.
Oh. All right, still 5.33.
Donovan Russell, chairman in, saying hello, my peeps. Donovan, how are you, sir? Hope everything is well. Joe Hewitt's back playing darts, saying hello, all. Good luck to you all. Thank you, Joe. Josh trying to close some wedges now. Holds that 76-point lead.
Great shot.
And he builds on that lead.
Yeah.
Takes a 124. You know, if you're going to come back, this is the way to do it.
Absolutely.
Now, we know Mike loves that 18.
Oof, all over it. Big shot.
One of my good friends from up in the Lafayette area, Mr. Curtis Sharp, tuning in, watching along with us tonight. Curtis, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining us. Hope everything is well up there in Lafayette land.
Man, yeah, he's got to stay on those 16s. He's lighting up.
Yes, sir.
Double, triple, that don't matter. Great shot.
Look at this from Josh. Building a 130 lead, shooting a 6.75. And he's maintained that average even after Mike opens up with a 7 mark followed by an 8 mark.
Great answer, too. That's huge.
Another 7 mark. These guys should be in the Premier League. I don't know what they're doing in the same league I'm in. All right, Josh. Only holds an 11-point lead right now, but his deficit's only down to 2 wedges. He's going back to the points.
Yeah, I like it. Great shot.
Yep,
Smart.
Yep. Puts
Smart
80,
and good.
80 on the tab. So he holds a 91-point lead right now. 6 17s. Oh, Mike's going to go close the 16s. He's had enough of this game. He's kind of pot committed right now.
Yeah,
He's got to
stay
stay there.
Yep, have to do it.
Do you like that move?
And maybe at your blind draw, I like the move, but in a
Well, he's holding a 91-point lead here. If he closes both of these wedges, he's got a 91-point lead, and he's on the
pole.
And
that's not. I mean,
look at that.
That wasn't unexpected either.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do that.
Oh my gosh, Josh Reardon shooting a 6.67 after being just obliterated with Mike's first 6 starts.
And now this is where Mike's got to stay in it.
You know, and it wasn't really so much, you could argue, possibly not going for points on that 16 shot, but it wasn't that Mike really lost this game as Josh just came alive.
Absolutely.
He just came alive and breaks Mike on this one. Takes a 2-1 lead early, and this is the test for Mike. Is he going to keep it together? We're going to go back to 0-1. Josh is going to shoot first. Holding that 2-1 lead, a fantastic leg there from Josh.
Shot.
Certainly what he's capable of. All right, that gives an opportunity for Mike to come right back because that's 1 extra dart he's going to – now that's 2 extra darts he's going to have.
Big third.
Big third. He's in on my double 14. Nice shot there from Josh. All right, Mike, get in right here, sir.
Switch off to 18.
There it is. All right. You got a little bit of an edge right there. You picked it up, and it almost makes up for the fact that you didn't shoot first. Let's see what Josh does here. Looking up at the 20s.
Just living in them.
Yeah, it's a solid ton. It's kind of what you expect out of these guys, quite frankly, the quality of darts that they're throwing.
100%.
Oh, that's a trip 20. That's 2. Oh, it's a solid ton 40.
That's what he needed it right there.
Yeah, that's great darts. He put another 40 points on the lead. Holds a 72-point lead over Josh. Fantastic darts. And you see very little body movement from Josh when he's throwing. That's a solid ton right there. Is that a ton? I think.
It looks like they're both in there.
It looks like they're both in there. Yep, they are fixing it. Just a little misread. You'll see that occasionally, especially when you're real close to the edge on that trip.
Right.
Great darts from Josh there, but it's really just an answer to Mike. It's not really gaining too much ground on him. All right. Now, don't beat yourself up, Mike. 68 still a pretty good score. You're still holding a ton lead over the guy that shot first. Let's see what Josh can do. All right. So Josh is not yet out and out. This is Mike's opportunity to get to that out first.
Absolutely.
And
3
we
good
could have
ones
a
here.
2-2 leg. Let's see what Mike can do. It's tough to break somebody with the quality of Josh. Oh, that's
That'll
a
work. That'll
big
work.
last. That is a
Huge
huge
last.
last. And that came down right between those 2 darts. Split the uprights, puts him on an out. Josh's going to be looking to put some pressure on this
Absolutely.
190.
Ton plus puts the pressure on it for sure.
You've really got to hit a ton here.
Yep.
Oh, he dropped down there. Okay. All right. Trying to leave himself 60. Great first from Mike there. Great setup.
No.
Just
stay in there.
Just
Stay in there.
throw 16.
Oh.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
He was trying to throw the 20 for the double 18, his favorite double. See what Josh is going to do here. 85. Most people look at the trip 15. Josh did
Just
that.
nailed it.
Now he's going to go look up at the top. Ooh, now we're going to go down to double 10.
No, into the double 6.
All right.
On the wire.
So Mike's got an opportunity here.
Yep.
15 tops. Or
Nope.
19,
I like it.
double
I like
18. He likes that double 18. If you like it, do
Big.
it. There
Twice
you
on the
go.
double 9. Huge shot.
Great darts, Mike Mckimmy, out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Shooting the Magnetos. So we are tied 2-2. They broke each other between the cricket and the 0-1 game. We're back to Mike throwing first.
Big third. Big third.
Big third from Mike. Just get in on those first 3 darts. Now, interesting fact is Josh going to stay at the double 16? Yes, he is.
I think he's got to.
You know, and every time he shot at the double 16, he's hit it, right?
He missed it. He went on the double 14 in the last.
Yeah,
leg,
that's
but
fair. Good point. Fair point. But that second dart finds that trip 20, hits a low
huge,
ton.
Big shot.
Yep. Mike, who does have the throw, keeps the opportunity to keep up with him. Needs a trip right here. There it is on the
huge
last.
third.
That third dart's probably been his best dart so far this
Absolutely.
evening. Yep. Josh from Southern Indiana. Plays a lot at Hog Rock or on the Rocks. Great family.
Ooh, second one looked good.
Big shout out to Tim, the Philly legend, who's in the chat with us.
Here he goes. Big shot.
Collion, I'm sorry for messing up your name. I apologize about that, but I'm glad we're back, and I'm glad you're back with us. The Blackburns, Shawnee, watching along. Shawnee Buchanan, thanks for joining us. Look at this from John.
Whoa.
I don't know where that one was. Kind of short arm that one a little bit, but that's okay. Very close match right here. Mike's going to be looking to put himself on and out. Double in, double out. These guys shooting over 30 average. Nothing
great.
wrong with that.
Oh, well, I'll take it.
Yeah,
Got a chance.
It's an out. It's an out. And Josh kind of floats over. He's been a little loosey on this leg. Happy to notice Trevor Sellers has finally showed up with his little entourage.
Mr. Look at me.
Yeah. Trevor, we got some White Claws in the refrigerator for you, buddy.
Actually, no, you don't. And it's high noons.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's got to keep his skinny figure.
Sexiest man in darts.
Yes. That's what I hear
Yes.
anyway.
Yes.
Ben's always saying that.
Josh looking on a 105. There's no out possible here.
hope we go strip 18.
Should be.
Oh.
And he's not, but that's okay.
So now, yeah, one shot, one dart.
All right, Mike's also looking at it out here. He's going to need a couple of triples to help him out, though. It's not possible at this point in time. Set up shot, Mike. Set up shot.
That's
That's a 2-dart combination, and it's with 18s. It's not bad.
Yep.
All right, this.
Can't hit the 13.
Yeah, this could be a tricky little double to hit, mainly because we don't have a camera on it.
That's the side of it you got to be on.
And that's why it can be tricky. And
Right, you can't miss inside, so you go a little too far out, and then
and that's why it's so important for Mike to stay focused on those previous 3 darts, right?
100%.
Because there's a very good chance this opportunity is going to happen. Looking at tops, ooh,
All right,
double
stay in it,
19
stay in
now.
it.
He's got it. Ooh. All right. Well, big shout out to Kyle saying, "Hey, being excited for the stream to be back. We're excited to be back, Kyle. Hopefully we'll have players like yourself come back to the castle. Show us what you got. I'm looking forward to those moments. 7 now. And Josh
huge.
picks up the 7, but he's not going to be happy with that match. Shooting a 25 average. At one point in time, he was up close to a 33, so kind of tailed off in the back end of that match. Those 3 misses of the 13 didn't do him any favors. Cody, you got one job tonight, and that's to remind me to update the scoreboard every time a match finishes.
All right, I got you. Let me write that down.
Well, you got lots of jobs. Here's a pad.
Big start.
Not bad there from Josh, opening up with 60 points and closing the wedges. Now, unlike Mike, who chose to go ahead and fly around the wedges, he stayed there and wanted to hit some points.
Yeah, and in this format, I mean, everybody that they play in this league can hit 9 marks on the whim. So
Yep. And that's, not necessarily criticism, but that's an observation about Mike's first match, where he closed the 20s with his first start. He chose to just go ahead and just start closing out wedges.
yeah,
Right. Now, Josh, on his first starts, chose to get points.
yep.
Let's see if that makes a difference here. Needs to close these 19s. He's pot committed, and he's done it.
Yep, great shot. Nervy shot. Just got to stay in it. Big second. Big shot. Big answer.
Cody, you still in the band? Still playing bass, my friend?
Not so much anymore. Our singer moved to Nashville. He's kind of doing his own thing now, but
Okay.
I still pick up every now and again in the confinements of my own home, but not too much else.
I have a friend of mine who's a drummer. He just had twin baby girls. You know what he named them?
What do you name him?
And a 1 and a 2.
I knew that one.
Coming right at you.
Kept me the punchline. I knew that one.
Yeah.
He's lighting those 18s up.
He loves
No,
those 18s.
stay there. Unless he was staying there. I'm not sure.
All right, this one's pretty close. We're not seeing the 6 and the 7s that we saw in that first cricket match.
Big first.
Yeah, it's a huge first. Takes that point lead back. He's got to be tempted to go to the 18s.
I like it. I like staying there.
He did
Yep,
stay
I love
right
it.
there.
That's a great shot.
And, and that may be the difference between these two guys, where Mike's more apt to go ahead and just close out wedges.
There's definitely a time and place, dude. I like going, if you're going to move to close, I like going 2 for 1 at least or something like that.
I've just from calling games over the last 3 or 4 years, it's almost a personality style.
100%.
Yeah, it's
100%.
it's what that personality of that person that likes to play it safe, conservative, just score in the points. That is a Josh.
Where's the fun in going for points? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no fun if you're not jumping to hero shot.
Well, I got to say this: the best darters in the world, the Mike Maloney's, the Trevor Sellers of the world, it's always about points.
I agree.
Right, the Lee Joneses, the
I
Ben
was saying,
Fairs.
there's a time and a place. This league, this format is definitely the leans
Oh,
towards
look at
the
that!
pointing.
That's a solid 7 mark there from Mike. Takes that point lead. Forces Josh to go back up to the 20s. Question is, how long will he stay there?
Ooh, it looks like he might be looking down.
Yeah, it's always
I
hard
don't
to tell with Josh because he wears that baseball cap and he
Right.
kind of He stays up there, does get that point lead back, but only by 11 points. So Mike needs 117 to get that point lead, and I bet he switches up to the 20s.
Yep.
Let's see what he does. He doesn't even go for the points. He goes straight to the 20s. And he's going to be frustrated with that.
That one, I'm not defending that one.
Well, and it's open for criticism, but there again, if on that first start he closes out that trip
it's
20,
a huge shot.
it's
shot,
huge,
100%.
You know, and maybe that's what you're down a leg. Maybe that's what you got to do.
But it just puts you, if you hit, even just hitting a fat dart, it puts you in such a situation after that to.
Well,
do you stay? Do you point?
You leaves you committed to that wedge at that point, right? If you hit the single on the first. Josh, they're just doing what Josh does, close it out the 17s, put some points on the board. Mike does close out the 20s, but that's all he's able to do that visit. Still, you can see him talking to himself, a little frustrated.
Yep. It's all right. Still got a long time to go.
Oh, yeah. Long way to go. We're only on game 6 of 15 matches. And
he's lighting them 16s and 15s up.
Folks, stay tuned with us because right after this one, we've got another great match coming up. And that's going to be Mr. Trevor Sellers, one of the hottest starters in Indiana right now, versus Mr. Ron Thompson, who's saying he's got something a little special for him tonight. We'll see what we got. Ron's starting out without sleeves tonight, so we're going to eliminate that. That's a solid 5 mark from Mike saying it's not over yet, my friend.
Nope. Big shot.
Staying right in it, puts 30 points back on the board, moves him within 2 bulls, which could be important should we get there.
Nervy.
Yeah. Does he go to 16s? Does he go to bulls?
I like it. I like it.
All right, Mike. So you need 5 bulls and 3 16s.
Oh.
And he took his hat off. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Right
that's
there.
unlucky in those 16s. That's a great switch over.
Yep, I liked it there, too.
I saw what he was doing. And the key here is that he's 41 points behind, right? So one more 16 from Josh adds another bull to it. Or let's take a real close look here. We got the Super Bowl cam in action.
Look at that.
There you go.
Big shot.
Big shot there from Josh Reardon.
That's some nice quality right there.
Big shout out to Phoenix. Ben came over this afternoon and replaced the bull wedge since I've been practicing and beating it up so bad.
It's not going to help you much in this league.
Yeah. It's not true either. All right, so Josh takes a 4-2 lead here. Let's take another look at that close-up of that Super Bowl. Look at that bad boy. Yeah? I even took a little bleach and white.
I was going to say, it looks like it's got a little grease on it.
And everything.
Yeah, look at that.
I care. You know, that's all I can say is I care. All right, we'll go back to actually watching the guys play darts, not admiring my cleaning ability. All right, Mike opens up with a solid 76.
It's a big start. And on the first start will always work.
You know, I'd almost be tempted. I'd like to get your opinion on this. Mike, you're having more success hitting the 18s. Don't even bother shooting the 20s. Just go and score on the 18s.
In 01?
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're going to hit 5s and 1s.
Yeah.
Let's hit 1s and 4s.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if he's that comfortable on them,
yeah,
or even if you're kind of in between on a leg or something like that, just throwing 3 at the 18, see where it gets you. If you hit him, stay there.
All right, Josh is on the second dart. Usually hits a trip right here.
Great shot.
Yep. He's got that switch down,
yes,
right? It's that low left to the center top.
Yep.
Nice switch there from Josh.
Big shot.
Bull in the chat saying, let's go Reardon. Miss Olivia Terry's in the chat with us. Let's go Mike Mckimmy. Olivia, it's a pleasure to have you along with us. Jaden Reardon. Good darts there, Dad.
Big third.
Jaden, it's a pleasure to have you along with us. Tim Neal. Who's Tim? Tim Neal. He should be here, I tell you.
I feel like I haven't seen him in years.
Ooh, that's a tough one right there for Mike. That last start.
Find a little success on those 19s there. Last couple rounds.
Not a bad switch.
Nope.
Josh needs a ton plus here to just keep him in the match. And this is a crucial leg for Mike because 4-3 sounds a heck of a lot better than 5-2, and Mike could. You could almost mentally kind of start fading away if it gets down to 5-2.
And alternate start too makes it tough.
Yeah, loser does not start. This is all alternate starts.
Big shot.
That's huge there from Mike. It's another 133.
Cooking them 19s.
Mike shooting a 34-42 in this double-in match. Great darts. Josh still not sitting on an out. Needs a big dart right here just to get to an out. Unfortunately, he's not able to do it, so Mike's going to have 6 darts at 88.
Deep breath and a good first.
Yep.
Go from there.
Just take your time, and if things go wrong, which they may well do in 6 darts like we did right there, just have a plan.
Yep, stay in it.
Yep.
At 14, you're good. Oof.
That's what can happen. And, let's flash back to the cricket game 2 or 3 legs ago.
Yeah.
When Mike had 4 or 5 wedges on him and a point lead, and he just couldn't hit that final dart, got frustrated with himself, and Josh came right back on him. Look what we've got here, folks.
Can't even look at these.
Yeah, a triple right here puts him a 1 dart out. He's moving around to it.
What a shot.
There it is.
Great
That's
shot.
a huge stun 40. He's sitting on a 1 dart out. And most important, he puts a lot of pressure on Mike.
Yep.
See that 14 double 18? Big pressure on this dart. Come on, Mike. There you go. Big
Huge
darts.
darts.
Mike Mckimmy out of, well, I was going to say out of Indianapolis, Indiana, but he's not anymore. He's out of, begins with an M. Muncie, Indiana.
Let's see. I'm a Ball State.
Yep. Well, we're back to 4-3. Now, Josh has the throw, but Mike's keeping this one close. And we both predicted a close game. Josh in on a double 16. One of the reasons that a few years ago we recognized Josh and Trevor as being some fantastic talents coming up is neither one of those guys have very much body movement in their mechanics.
Nope.
Right?
Great throws.
Yep. They're very, very solid mechanically. They keep their elbow right in front of them. And quite frankly, their elbow and their forearm with their wrist are the only parts of the body that move.
Yeah.
Now, you can compare that to my throw. You can even compare it in some ways to Mike's throw right here. You see in Mike's throw, there's a lot more shoulder. His elbow's not close into his body, so his arm's not sticking straight up, perpendicular to the ground. And you'll see here with Josh, his arm goes straight up, keeps it right between the eyes. Very smooth motion. And you see when Mike's throwing his best, you see that out of Mike too. And he's when he does that, he's throwing with a lot of confidence. You do see a little bit of swelling in Mike's right eye.
Got socked right before coming.
Yeah, like I said, when he came in, he didn't say hi, so I socked him as hard as I could in his right eye. Yeah, at which point he did say immediately, "Hello, it's good to see you, Mr. Ives." Nah, he woke up this morning a little bit of swelling. Like that occasionally can happen. Did get it cleaned out at the emergency room this morning, so he's. And, in fairness to Mike, haven't heard him use that as an excuse whatsoever.
Nope.
But it will start playing a little bit on your mind because that is his lead eye. He is right eye dominant. Oh, big last.
Huge shot.
Big last right there. Kind of saved that throw. Blocked himself out on the 19s. All right, Josh, looking to set himself up for an out right here.
You can see on his follow through, when he's in the 5s, you can see it kind of like a push
Yep.
But then you can see points right at that trip 20 when it hits. Great shot.
Solid ton 40. He's going to have plenty of time. Mike just needs to put a little bit of pressure on here.
Yep. Couple big trips and
Yep.
see what happens.
Now he brings it back to even. And that last dart kind of saves him a little bit again. Doesn't get him where he needs to be, but keeps him in the match. All right, Josh, looking at 81. Can be a little tricky. 45, 57.
57 for 24.
Yep. 74, trip 14 usually.
Yep.
He went to the trip 18 route. He's 56. There's a 16 left now. Yeah,
Yep. Big setup.
Yep.
Smart.
Well, you got plenty of time.
Yep.
All right,
Absolutely.
so there's no pressure.
Get it down to one you like.
Now let's see if Mike can do what Josh has done to him in the past and put pressure on his last few darts.
Absolutely. One more goes a long way.
There you
Great
go.
Shot. Great shot.
Justin Gates in the chat with us. What's going on, Justin? All right. I keep wanting to call him Trevor. Josh, looking at the top. Ooh, dropped it down a little bit low, double 10. Ooh,
right
just on the
there.
outside. And this is what can happen.
Does just looks a little more pushy
Yep,
on those
you
doubles.
can find yourself 200 plus points out of it, but
Yep.
you just got to keep playing because hitting that double sometimes puts a lot of pressure on people. Mike still with the opportunity right here. Trip 16, trip 8. Either one of those will work.
14 for Bull.
Yeah, well, yeah. You know,
Just give yourself a shot on the third.
yeah, you know, at this point, it's almost step back from the Aki.
Yep. I
There's
agree.
no time on it. Yeah, and that can happen. That dart is so, so important. All right, Josh back looking to a double 10 here. He went outside on his one shot he had at it. He goes inside right now. This could be tricky if he goes low.
Oh, big
he
shot.
does. A big shot right there. So he takes that back to a 2-leg lead. And we played 8. We're playing 15 with these guys tonight. Mike's got the lead. He's opening up in cricket. That's a big first. Now, does he stay there? Does he move? No, he stayed there this time.
Yep. I like it.
And I
Smart.
like it, too, because I like those 60 points. It's a certain amount of safety. And it forces Josh to go down on the 19s here.
Yeah, not sure how much 19s he's thrown today. So
Yeah.
throwing the 20s in 01, throwing the 20s in cricket a couple times.
There you
19s
go.
can look a little weird.
Now you consider going at the 19s on that first start.
Yep, agreed.
He does.
I'm going back.
That counted as a 7, so that didn't count anyway. Does he go back up points? Does he stay down there? He looks up.
Yep, I like it.
Smart dart. That's disciplined darts right there. All right, so Josh, back down to the 19s. Couple of trips right here will change the story of this little match. There's one of them. Oh, it's another one, but I tell you what, he pulled himself within 23 points.
Yep. And I feel like he's just playing him in the past. He's always going
Yep.
to be erring on the side of point.
That's right. Might close that on 19s straight
Big
back
shot.
up to points.
Another one.
There
I
you
like it.
go. I
There
like
he
that.
goes.
And, you know, he'll never admit it, but he was tempted on that third
He
dart
was.
to go to 18s. I know he was. Josh going to have a crack at the 18s. Let's see what he does.
Big
Closes
first.
them on the first dart. It's got to stay there. It's a great positioning of that dart, too. Slip it right between those two. Oh,
Still
just a little
good. Take
high.
5.
Yep. All right, Mike. What's your favorite number? No excuses.
Yep. Mm.
Oh, he tried to go
for
double.
the double.
Yep. All right, Josh is 4 18s away from getting that point lead, and they might go to 20s. Let's see if he shoots a hero shot, but he needs to trip. Oh, he's not going to do it now. He needs 4 18s to get the point lead back. There's 3 of them. Needs another one, though. Yep, and he does it,
That'll
but
work.
not by much. So, Mike, the task is simple. Close the 18s and then go point. Straightforward. There's only 2 wedges on the board that will count for you right now.
That's the time you should have went for the close.
There you go.
Big shot.
That'll work.
Big shot.
You know, we do it second or third dart or first and third or first and second. Doesn't matter. We'll get the job done, and Mike certainly got the job done there. Well done, Mike. Josh is forced to go down to 17s. That first one's tricky.
Hanging right over it.
Shout out to Jimmy Wayne. Shout out to Chris Brown and watching along with us. Spanky in the chat with us. Stephen, how are you doing, sir? Thanks for the whooping you gave me earlier on this week. Yeah, it's solid 3 darts right there.
Huge.
Yep. You're carrying a 55-point lead, so you've got a couple of bulls to play with. Just hold them down. Don't let them get too close in points, and as long as you got that 20 wedge, you've always got something to go to.
He is all over those 16s.
Yeah, he's been all over those 16s all night long, hasn't he?
Yep. Lighten them up.
All right, so brings it back to 23 points. Let's see what Mike does here. It's going to be, he's got options. He went out down to the 17s. There you go.
All right.
That's a very smart last dart. You've been hitting that trip 20 all leg long. Why change now? I don't know what that 17s was really about.
Closer swap from the 17s to the 16s maybe. But
Possibly. Josh right back on those trip 16s. Another one of those trips.
he is
Like
just
that. He
living
takes
in 'em.
that point lead. Does he go for the hero shot? Does he close 17s?
Nope.
Oh, no. He just stayed right there and just 9 marked the 17s.
Since I've known him, like I say,
Yeah.
he is a pointer.
Josh Reardon, ladies and gentlemen. Great darts. Let me give a special shout out to my buddy Rick. How you doing, Rick? Thanks for watching along with us. Haven't seen you in a while. The closest I've come to seeing you is on Facebook. Shout out to Brian Kennedy. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, Brian. I appreciate you.
Ooh. All over it, tough.
Chris Phillip down in Southern Indiana saying, hey, Jason, go Josh. Might just close out the 16s. Finds himself a point behind.
I like those.
It's almost his go-to, and he's more comfortable shooting it with his last dart than he is his first dart, right?
And he's been hitting it with his last start.
And if it works for you, then who are we to say do something different? It's
Agreed.
working.
He's been lighting the 15s up, too.
Yeah, you know, it's that angle, be it the 16s or the 15s. He's found, he knows that height and knows that speed really well.
Great shot.
Yeah, great 7 mark right there. Takes a 1-point lead.
And just doing that puts the thought in, you know.
Yep.
When do I move? Do I stay?
Mike, using that 17s.
I like it.
Oh, look at this.
Closer swap, comfortable,
Nah,
big
another-
shot.
yeah,
Goes
you know,
back to it. Great shot.
He's happy with the 17s. Guys shooting, both these guys shooting a 4.2. Very nice averages.
Look at that. Sell that picture
Yeah.
to whoever makes those barrels and give him a nice little advertisement.
That's right. Doing what I can for him. Mike opens up with a double bull and needs another one.
It's a great leg.
There you go. Nice
leg.
leg. Well done, Mr. Mike Mckimmy. Bringing it back to a 1-game difference. 5-4 in favor of Josh. Josh does have the throw right here. We're going to go back to 0-1, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, there's a bunch of you watching and watching along with us on this Friday night. I want you all to be safe if you go on out tonight, but please, thank you for being here. We truly, truly appreciate it. Give us a like, give us a share. We're going to be doing this every Friday. And before you know it, we'll have the Siege back in action. We'll be doing that every Tuesday. Josh is in on a double 9.
I like that swap.
Yeah, and no matter what he gets in on, that last dart's going to be a trip 20.
Yep.
But please, give us a like, give us a share. We're just coming back on the air after a 2 or 3 month hiatus. We're happy to be back with you guys. It gives this old man something to do on a Friday nights, and gives these guys an excuse to come on over and hang out. I'm a lot like a battery, usually not included, so it's great to have him over. I'm gonna just keep using the same lines. I've only got 5 jokes, right? So we're just gonna repeat them over and over and over again.
You never know who tuned in when. Who
Yeah,
tuned out
exactly.
When, yeah. Only a couple people will hear it twice.
Not twice. We're rolling.
3 times.
Yeah. I'm gonna use that peachless joke probably 7 or 8 times before the night is over. I've only got one more joke I haven't told you, and it's not very good, so I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah, we got to work it in sometime.
Yeah.
It's like questions. None of them are bad, right?
That's right. Well, you haven't heard this joke yet. All right, Josh, looking at 303. These guys pretty close to each other right now. Ooh, just a 60 there. This is an opportunity for Mike. A good solid ton. Maybe, let's not get too greedy, but a ton plus would be wonders right here.
A long way.
Yep. Hit that trip. Come on. Not that trip, the other trip. There you go. Oh. Well, it looked good. These guys still right on par with each other. Now, Mike can't get in your head.
Nope.
Stay out of that.
Stay in. Just keep firing.
Right now, you're right with them.
Big first.
Yeah, big second. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Big third.
180 there for Mr. Josh Reardon. Well done, Josh. Big 180.
The first one of the night?
Yep. It's the first one this year.
First one.
Yeah, Mike with an 81 answer. Still not out and out. All right, Josh here looking at 83. Traditional way being trip 17, double 16. Oh, a 66 can be a challenge. Some people like the trip 14.
And Mike not on and out, too. I don't know if I'm using the bull here.
Yep. Trip 14. If Sean Green was here, he'd say hit the single 16. Give yourself an out no matter what. Nowhere in the books was a trip 11, but that's okay. Ooh.
All right, now Mike needs a big one right here.
This is why it's so important because it's a tricky 2-dart combination for Josh to hit that 13, and that's a big first for Mike. That's going to boost that confidence because this might happen.
Oh, I like it.
I don't know what he was shooting for in that last dart. A trip 14 would have been a better shot.
Leave it 14, just put 180, put a little pressure on, just getting it low.
Yeah,
but
he would have put himself on a double 7.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, looking at the 13. He's going to go 10, 1, double 1. He's got a plan.
Got to look.
Double 1.
What a great shot. What a great shot.
There you go. Josh Reardon kind of rescuing that first dart was just a poor dart. All right. But rescued himself with that 1 double 1 scenario, which is not easy to do for anybody.
Up to the 20s, getting in. There we go. Great shot. Time to turn it on. Good start.
This is game 11.
Been a little off on those double 16s the last few legs.
Yeah, he's kind of losing a little bit. I wonder what the temperature's like out there in the arena right now.
It felt great when I was out there earlier.
Yep. It does tend to get a little bit hot as the night goes on, right? And that could be nerves, could be pressure.
Yep.
If we start seeing these guys play shirtless, we know it may be a little bit warm out there.
Well, even, just singles leagues in general. If not sure how many they're playing. It gets start getting to these second half of the match. Gets a little start dropping them a little bit.
Mike running away with this one. Josh not in yet, but Mike just shooting a 50 average, shot 300 points with 6 darts.
That's the leg he needs to get you within 1, 2 if he wins this one, and then get a little confidence back.
And Josh is in. Let's see how much pressure he's
Great answer.
Yeah,
Good
that's a
shot.
good answer. He is putting some pressure. Gets over a ton. You need ton pluses from Josh every time now. And Mike just needs to really focus on setting himself up. That's a great first. Switching down. Smart move.
all right.
Yeah. Somehow or another, there's got to have to be an 18 involved. That's Mike's theory on all out shots. Whatever I need to do to get to a double 18, we're going to do that. Yeah. Josh kind of snatching at that first dart. Didn't follow it all the way through. Kind of
Yeah,
let it
he
go.
does. He does kind of
Yep.
push a
Yep.
little bit.
He does. And he's not consistent with all his darts. It's just on occasional, it'll just show up. All right,
Yep,
Mike.
just set it up. Don't just set it up. Stay in it. Set it up.
Don't. You are 300 points ahead, sir. Yeah, that can happen. All right, you got a little bit of time, but let's get a plan together for that 31, and let's get a plan together for that 31 in case it doesn't go right on the first start.
Yep.
Josh, just looking to put points on the board at this point in time. Yeah, he switched down. That first dart kind of blocked him up. He's going to go back up at it anyways, and that's what can happen. You see that dart wasn't that bad. It just hit the flight on the way in, bounced down. Mike, looking at the 31 here, several different ways to go. Let's see what he's going to do.
All right.
7
I like
for
it.
double 12.
Great shot.
Way to go, Mike.
The left-handed 18.
Mike Mckimmy pulling it back within another leg. It's a close one. Well, we said it was going to be close, Cody.
And winning a leg like that, too, he kind of just ran through that leg. Gives him a little confidence.
Yep.
Gets a chance to do something here in cricket, see what he does.
And those first 6 starts were fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see what these guys can do on the 20s. Let's see what Josh can do on the 20s. He's going to put some points on the board. Is he just going to close them? That's a block.
Big third. Huge shot.
Splits the uprights, comes down, puts 40 points on the board. Going to make Mike go down to 19s now. Oh, he does that first start.
He's finding it a little bit here.
A little loose on the second.
Big shot.
Big 6 mark there. We got a match. These guys, this match been going back and forth, and this leg looks like it could be going back and forth too. Both these guys are realizing that they're going to put points on each other.
100%. This whole league.
We're going to see a lot of points this leg.
100% getting to the nitty-gritty here.
Every time I move the camera, you shoot something.
Big shot.
We're back to those massive cricket averages, shooting a 6 and a 6.5 right here. Josh finds himself 30 points ahead. 2 more darts in his hand. Is he dropping down?
No.
He's staying up there.
Nope.
Oh, look at that.
Great shot.
110 points. Mike's going to need 6 19s right here just to gain that point lead back. There's 3 of them. There's 6 of them.
What a shot. He's been lighting those 19s up.
Michael Mckimmy Jr., ladies and gentlemen, and out of Indiana. Lighting up the 19s right here. Josh.
Man, they are
lighting up
firing.
the 20s. Look at these averages, folks. Look at these averages. That's what we're bringing to you. And this is the 2nd division.
Ooh.
This is one level lower than what we're going to see next. No pressure on Ron and Trevor. But these guys are coming for you.
Oh.
There's no doubles in cricket unless your name is Mike Maloney. It's a great dart there from Mike Mckimmy.
Got the 3 on the end there, too.
All right, Josh got 2 19s. He's got points at tied. He's going to close the 19s first, and that's a costly dart.
Now I got to stay. Oh, my goodness.
You know, I was about to say it's a costly dart because it can put you in the mindset that you have to be super
Yep.
accurate on
You got to hit it.
Yep. Yeah. And does he stay there? Does he go?
I'm staying there. You got 2 on it. Might as well.
You will go whichever way I put the camera. Up. Looks like he is staying there.
Yep,
and he's
big
closing
third.
the 19. That's a big third right now.
They're saying your mic is off.
There it is. Welcome back, Jason.
All right, I'll send you my W-9. You can pay me whenever.
Yep, no worries.
Big shot.
Oh, Mike Mckimmy. Boy, everybody's telling me my mic is up. Folks, I do this not for a living.
Well, I could hear you just fine, or I would have told you.
Yeah. No, it's just me and Cody here. I don't know what you guys are doing here, but it's a pleasure to have you along with us. A nice 5 mark there from Josh. These averages have come down a little bit, but these point totals staying right up there. So Mike, looking at 18s, his favorite number, takes a point lead on the first start. Closes a 17. Says you go back up to 18s? No, he's going to 16s. Is he afraid of Josh on the 16s? Because Josh is,
low-key, he's been letting him up.
And Josh missed a 16, Reardon.
Yeah, leaving out.
Needs a trip right here. Needs the trip for the point lead. Oh, he goes on the inside. All right, Mike, you got a 20-point lead, and you got an open wedge on 18s that you can shoot, but he's going right back down to 16s. Needs to close them. Does that. Does he go 15s or 18s? Goes back.
Great shot.
That is an improvement from where we're at the third game. Well done, Mike. Great job. And, folks, we could have a tie ball game before you know it. Let's see what Josh can do here.
He's been hot on the 15s, too.
Yep. Ooh, just manages to squeeze 2. So, Mike,
this is
right here.
Lock it in nice and easy.
Yeah. Goal number 1's got to be close 15s.
Yep.
That's all you need to do to call this a successful
Big
throw,
shot.
and he does that with a dart in hand.
Oh, a little unlucky on the third, but it's a point.
Yeah, got some points. Can't complain. Over 100 points, 107-point advantage right now. That means Josh has got to hit 8 bullseyes.
I can't do bull math.
Yep.
A lot of them.
Not the number 8, Josh.
Ooh.
That's a challenge. Yeah, right on top there. All right. Mike hits 3 bulls right here. We will be tied up at 6. There's 1. There's 2.
Got the red, white, and blue tips and flights.
Yep. Just kind of floated that last one over.
Takes it to the next level. See, that's smart. You got to know when to throw your third first.
Right
third.
on top. There's 2. Oh, we dropped that down. That's going to fall into to a 2, I believe, down there. I might just look for 1 bull. There it is.
Shot. Big leg. Tie game.
And you see Brandon Kessler darts that Mike's throwing right there. Very good-looking dart. Big shout-out to Brandon Kessler if you're watching along with us. All right, folks. We got a tie ball game. 6-6. So we played 12 games. We're going to play a best of 3 with these 2 guys. And, you know, I cannot say this enough. In these Challenger leagues, in these Phoenix leagues, they're short leagues. So every week is crucial.
Yep.
Every week is a cup final. Mike needs to get in here.
Big second. Wonder what his thought process is when he's switching between the 18s and the 20s on getting in.
Yeah, it's a challenge because he throws with his elbow sticking out a little bit.
Right.
So the angle that you've got to take to hit that double 18 with your elbow sticking out, and then you've got to throw the double. It'd be like landing on a aircraft carrier that's traveling 20 knots in an angled deck.
20 knots.
Well, it's not that hard. Josh looking to get in. He's been struggling a little bit on getting in.
A little bit.
Yeah, and that first start kind of blocked him from the 16.
And that's
so
kind of where he's been missing kind of in the same spot on the double
Yep,
16.
He had
too.
to work his way up the board, but he does get in.
Yep, still real close.
Yep.
Mike's got a chance here to run, though. Great shot. He's finding it. He's finding it. Locking in.
Solid ton 40. Great darts there. What a match we've got going on. These guys are putting on for us. Folks, my name is Jason. I am joined by one of my greatest friends. Mr. Cody Young is along with us. We are To The Point Streaming. We do this every Friday night, and pretty soon we'll be starting to do it every Tuesday night, too. So please join us. Tuesday nights are steel. Friday nights are soft tip. I'm not going to tell you what I do on a Saturday night.
What are you doing on Saturday night?
I'm not going to tell you.
Find a blind draw?
Yeah, somewhere. It's date night. Date night Saturday night.
Big
Look at
shot
that.
from Mike. He's finding it.
Solid ton 80 right there. Big shout out to Mr. Mike Mckimmy. We had one apiece now. Just breaking it in.
Yeah, he was around up pretty close to a 40 for at least a while in the last 0-1 leg, too. He's finding it.
And if Mike wins this leg, it'll be the first time he's in the league. And,
Yeah.
and hey, you know, if you're going to do it game 13.
Right, exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
Can't win the match in leg one.
Nope. Now, smart darts right here, Mike. Smart darts. All right. That's not terrible.
Nope.
That's not. You've been
Two-darter.
at 83 before.
Two-darter.
Yeah, you good. And Mike, go ahead and reset the board for him. All right, Josh stepping up, sitting at 355. Needs a big, big score to put some pressure on here.
Need one more there.
All right, Mike, looking at 83. We've been here before. Trip 17? No. Trip 3. 16.
Still got time.
Go
It's
20.
16.
20?
20
Yeah.
to 36.
20 for a double 18.
I like it.
Hey, you know.
You like what you like?
Yeah, we end up on a double 9 either way. All right, Josh looking at 259. Looking to put some pressure on this 36. Needs to get to an out at a minimum. And he's not going to do it.
Big third.
Still not where he needs to be. Mike looking at the double 18 here. There it is. First
Huge
dart.
leg, great leg.
And Mike Mckimmy Jr. takes the lead.
Into the barn.
Yep, he's in the barn. 7-6. Josh with the throw, though. Josh wins this one. First match of the season. We're going to have a last leg decider. No pressure, Trevor and Ron. Josh in on a second dart. Here is Mike.
Goes to the 20s.
Yep. He's back up at the 20s again. Yeah, Mike wants the last leg decider as well, I believe. All right.
Yeah. I'm wondering what is the thought process on switching. Right, yeah, I'm not.
Let's see if that relaxes Josh a little bit.
Yeah, it's a great time. Perfect time to run, and he's doing it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He says, not so fast.
Oh, big ton 40. Mike, put the hat back on.
Big shot.
There you
Huge.
go, Mike. There you go. Put yourself right in it. Finds himself 45 points behind, somewhere there in that ballpark anyways. Folks, stay with us right after this match. We're going to sit down and interview the winner, and that's going to be followed by the big game of the night, Mr. Trevor Sellers versus Mr. Ron Thompson, two very good friends of mine, playing each other here at the house. Should be a great, great match.
Just got to say, locked in. Huge third. Huge third.
There
Great
you go,
shot.
Mike. And he's closing that gap a little bit. It's down to 40 now. Let's keep in mind, he gave him a 3-dart lead.
Time goes a long way. Big second. There you go.
Puts himself on a 133, so he maintains a 140-point lead. Now Mike's going to need just a ton plus. That's not asking for much, especially when you hit the first dart at a 60.
Big
There
shot.
you go. There you go. One
Pressure's
more of those. There you
on.
go.
What a shot.
180, number 3. That's maybe more than we're going to see on our next match. We'll see about that, but big shot there from Mike Mckimmy.
Now you're feeling like it's got to go.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of pressure on Josh, who was kind of coasting into a last leg decider, but he's putting pressure. Look at these darts.
Yep.
Yeah, putting pressure on himself. Not a bad, nice 2-dart combination available for him there.
2-dart count, so.
But let's Mike, trip 19.
For his lovely 36.
Trip
14.
You never know.
Trip 4.
Yeah, and that's
Forgot
gonna
the teen.
Yeah, it's going to give Josh a chance at the 86. A lot of pressure on this 86. Let's see what Mike does. Ooh, that's a tricky 53 leave.
Yep.
All right. Josh, looking at 86. He's going to start out of the 18s. Looking at the trip 18s. We're not going to use that camera because it doesn't work.
He left 26 earlier, yep. But he's learned.
Yeah.
He's learned.
All right.
Oh, you leave yourself the ball.
Yeah. Straight up at the 20. Single 20 right here. There you go. All right, so Mike's looking at this 53. This can put a lot of pressure on a man.
Get that 13 out of the way.
Yep.
Take a deep breath. And
There's
lock it
no
in.
way to get to a 36 here, so the dart's going to be a 13.
Or it's.
Oh, okay.
All right, that was fine.
Double 4.
Oh,
can happen.
Drops it just a touch.
All right, double 16 for Josh.
He has been, for the most part, struggling a little bit lately, but hitting it pretty well tonight.
Double 8.
That's where he's been.
We'll keep
missing
it right here. There
Big
it is.
shot. What a leg.
All right, folks. Guess what? Game 1, week 1. Let's go to our last leg decider. Let's keep it interesting.
Somebody did pick it to be 8-7. I forget who that was, but
Yeah.
he's awfully handsome.
Yeah. He's awfully something. All right, so we're going to play cricket on the last leg, and Mike's going to lead us off. We're tied 7-7.
Stay in it.
Who's going to win week 1 matchup between Josh and Mike?
That's still good. Good close.
Yep, it's solid darts. It's not open, right? So it
Yep. He
forces
makes
Josh
him
to make a
switch.
choice.
Yep.
He goes down to the 19s. A little loose on the 19s here.
Ooh, hanging over it too.
There you
Big
go.
third though.
Yeah, big third. Now, you got a feeling this match might be a little tight between these two.
Yep. Pressure's on.
Yep, big pressure. Oh, Mike feels
Huge shot.
nothing.
No, he
Mike
doesn't.
feels
Look at
nothing.
him go.
Look at this.
Look at him go.
Oh,
What a shot.
That's a 9 mark for Mike Mckimmy, coming alive in the second half of this match. You know, he was down 2. I don't think we ever got to 3, but he was down 2 for a majority of this match. But he's come back strong.
Need a trip right here.
Ooh, unfortunate. That's unlucky. Just a little bit low. All right, Mike needs to shut the door in the 18s. Maybe go back to point. Let's see what he does. Shuts the
Big
door in the
shot.
18s.
Yes, he does.
He's looking down.
Rolling.
Oh, look
Gets
at this.
the 16, says you're not pointing on me.
Oh.
Look at back to back. Look at him
Back
go.
to back 9 mark. Shooting a 7 and the last leg decider. You cannot complain about that.
No, you cannot.
But we've been here before, and Josh won the game.
Right? 100%.
Yeah, we've been here before. So let's see. Now, Josh not shooting the same as he was about 30 minutes ago.
I'd say 2 9 marks on points in that game
Yeah.
helped.
All right, Mike's back up. Needs to close the 15s right here.
Yep.
No loose starts. 3 Oh, none of
got
those.
a little flight action off
Yeah.
there, it looked like.
Yep.
And just
Ooh,
good
all
dart,
right.
just a little high.
All right, Josh. The door's just ajar. It's, you know, are you going to kick it in, or are you just going to kind of flop and move on? No, he's going to
Just
try and
outside.
kick in that door. Let's see what he can do. He needs a trip. Oh, it's unlucky. Just puts up 3
All
singles.
over it too.
Keeps him in there. Mike only has 1. He needs 2 here.
Yep. Big shot.
He
Huge
says, I'll
first.
just go ahead and hit 3. Don't worry about me.
Yep, get some points there too.
All right.
Great
Mike's
shot.
on the Bulls, hits 1. All right. Josh got to be a little frustrated with himself. He was leading this whole match until these last couple of legs. Kind of snookered himself.
Big first. Couple more of those wouldn't hurt.
Yep. Ooh, that one fell a little bit low. And that was a little bit high, a little bit of an overcorrection. So Mike's looking at the bullseye here. Just needs 2 to take week 1. There's one of them. There's 2 of them. Mike Mckimmy.
Mike Mckimmy.
Fantastic darts.
Gets his revenge on Josh from the Contender League.
That is wonderful darts. But you know what? You won, but you only won 8-7, so you didn't take a big game lead. It's not like what Jason did earlier on this week when he lost 10-5. So not bad at all. Well done, Mike Mckimmy. Came back out of nowhere for that one. Big shout out to these players. We're going to have Mike come over and sit down with Cody, and he's going to talk to him about how the victory was, and that'll give Ron and Trevor a little bit of time to warm up. We'll keep you right here on the mic. There is Trevor, the statue, they like to call him.
So get out of my way. I'm time to warm up now.
Yep.
I'm here. You guys get out.
We'll watch Trevor warm up here while Mike comes in and gets himself situated. Cody, you ready for some terrific, insightful questions for Mike?
Oh, yeah. I've got them ready to go.
You got them all ready to go?
What
all
are
right.
you doing when you can leave a bowl in your phone? Trip 3.
Oh, fantastic.
What's your plan on getting out?
And there is Ron Thompson warming up. Ron putting on his sleeves. Super Ron. Trevor, a very good friend of mine, the sponsored player for To The Point Streaming.
So you guys put some code into the board to make sure
Yeah,
all his bounce outs give him trip 20s.
We
and
type
Ron's
it in
don't.
right quick, so he could literally throw the dart at the ground and it counts as a trip 18.
I was wondering about that.
Yep. So, let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. I think everybody, well, most everybody with the exception of Ron's wife, Robin, the beautiful Robin, would say that Trevor's probably the favorite in this match. What does Ron have to do to win?
You got to stay in it. You got to play smart darts. If you have a chance, like we were talking earlier, the 308. If you got 308, you got to throw 18s. You got to give yourself chances to take outs. Because if you're missing chances and not giving yourself the chance against Trevor, I mean, you're only going to get limited opportunities as it is, if he's even going to give you any opportunities. So, taking advantage of the shots you get, staying in it, not giving up, is what Ron's got to do. And, Ron's in form, so.
Well, we are joined by the Week 1 winner. What a fantastic match. Congratulations, Mike. That was a fantastic win. And what a way to kick off the streaming this week. Well done, sir. Well done.
Well, we figured it was going to be one game either way. I'm just got to win my way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Cody's got some questions for you. While you do that, I'm going to update the scoreboard.
Yeah, all these questions that I definitely planned prior to this. So, starting the match down a little bit early, what's the thought process, trying to just get back into it to where you give yourself a chance to win at the end?
Slow down and don't leave him 16s open.
We were talking about it. I was like, man, this dude cannot miss 16s.
No, he didn't.
Because you went on like that last cricket leg instead of 17s. I thought you went trip 16s.
That's why I did.
I was like, dude, he ain't
when I
letting
threw
him
the
point on those
horse,
16s.
I'm like, I'm not going 17s. I'm
Absolutely.
going 16s first.
Absolutely. Also, one question. So
What's
you're
that?
getting in on the double 18s a lot. What exactly is the thought process between switching from the double 18 to the double 20 getting in?
I've never had luck getting on the double 20s.
Yeah.
I always drop down for some reason.
And that's your favorite number.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Switching from the double 18 to the double 20. I think was it the last 01 league? I think you tried to get in double 20. But I mean, yeah, it's you're lighting those 18s up for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I try anything. Like I said, usually if I miss the double 18 twice, I'll drop down to double 10.
Yeah.
And normally I get in on that one, but I was just trying a little bit different stuff tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Long way to go. Long league.
Yeah. This first week. Yep.
Yep. What else do I got? Jason, what do
you
you got
really
for me?
you don't have any more questions, do you?
No, my brain.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
small capacity in here. I
So,
can only hold two at
Mike,
once.
we see a little bit of swelling, a little bit of redness in the
Yeah,
eye.
definitely.
How did that affect you when you were out in the arena?
No, I really couldn't see too much out there like that. Yeah.
Is that
After
why
I
you
threw that
shot so
first-
well?
After I threw that first, after I threw that first 1080, Josh punched me in the eye.
Yeah.
I couldn't see too much after that. So, I mean, it's like,
I was saying,
Well, we were remarking how wonderful you were for not using it as an excuse
No.
going forward. You still came here tonight. You were in emergency room this morning getting the eye cleaned out and doing
Yep.
everything else, and you still came here and you won the match, and you threw incredible darts.
well, thank you.
Having something else go on, be it your eye or be it other problems, does that help you with darts because it takes your mind off of the darts?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it's definitely a possibility of that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I shot decent tonight, better than I have the last few weeks. So maybe I might have to put something in the other eye next
let's
week.
say start
Yep,
getting
yep.
like some alcohol or something in
Every
there.
time you
get it
come on
swollen
in,
up.
just ask me nicely. I'll dot you in the eye right quick, and we'll see if we can't get you out there. Well, Mike, you shot really well tonight. Congratulations. We're going to talk about these guys, Trevor and Ron. Now, we've all probably had the opportunity to play them. One of the questions I asked Cody is, what does Ron have to do to beat Trevor tonight?
Get in.
Get
That is the main thing. If he doesn't get in on the first dart, the odds are it's going to be rough for him.
You think it could be a challenge for him if he doesn't get in?
Yep.
Trevor's almost automatic getting in on that double
Exactly.
20, right? So, for me personally, I would say that when he's shooting first, when it's his game, he's got to win that game,
Yep.
right?
agree.
He's got to win that game, and he's got to win early.
And I'm not
right?
taking it away from Ron. Ron, I mean, he's going to get in 9 out of 10 times.
Yep.
Every time. I mean, it's
And if we had a trophy for the most improved player, Ron probably is going to be in the running for
Ron
that.
is fine
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ron's game is definitely picked up over the course of the last 6 months, and he's shooting some really, really sharp darts right now.
well, when
Absolutely.
Ron first started, I mean, he was like nobody, and then he went from nowhere to
Yep.
where he's at now. I mean, it's just like instantly.
Yeah. And what would it do for his dart career if he were to beat Trevor tonight?
Dude, it
Yeah.
That would.
launched.
Yeah, that would.
Like,
be
I would not
definitely-
hang out with him for like 2 months because
Right?
that's all he would talk about.
Right? And he just
Yeah.
got confidence then. And he-
Only 2 months.
Yeah, well, he would
2
probably
months minimum.
he would probably just quit the league at that point in
Yeah.
time.
Well,
I'm done. I don't want to play
He'd
no more.
probably, hang out with Carlos the whole time, and
Well, it looks like these guys got their money in. It looks like they're plenty warmed up. So let's go to score predictions. Cody, we're going to come to you first. We're going
Oh.
to play 15 games. What's the score going to be, my friend?
Ron is super in form right now. I've seen him a bunch over the last few weeks, and he is firing. But until you do it, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm taking Trevor 10-5.
10-5 to Trevor. Mike, what you got, my friend?
oh man, I don't think 10-5. I think, like I said, it's all going to go down to the getting in part. I'm going to have to probably say, I'm going Ron 8-7.
Ron 8-7. Oh, that's a big call.
I like it.
That's a huge call.
I like it.
I'm going to go with Trevor, and I hate to do it because Ron is such a good friend. I'm going to go with 10-5. I'm going to stick with Cody on this one because he got it right the first match. He called your match right. He picked you, and he picked the score.
Oh, I picked Josh, but I picked the score.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, I tried lying.
That's-
For you.
I don't blame you.
I
I mean, he did beat me the first
Well, that's
match.
exactly what I said,
that's
honestly.
all right.
So,
I just
mean,
wanted you to say him and dot his other
I was
eye right
just-
there. All right. Well, let's turn the green light on and make these guys panic. Let's tell you what. Let's go over there and see their reaction when that green light comes on. There it goes.
Oh, he glanced
Sure,
at it. He
on
glanced
there.
at it. All right.
Trevor's like, oh, the light's on. Let's play.
Yeah, let's do this.
Working on his trip 17.
You know, Trevor is as good as he is because his mechanics are darn near perfect.
Perfect.
Yep.
He is like almost flawless when he's throwing his darts.
All right. Well, Ron is the home team tonight. He's going to kick us off double in, double out. And he's in on his first dart, double 18.
I tell you what, that's the way to get started.
There's
If you're
nothing
going to
wrong
beat
with
Trevor,
that.
that's how you have to get
Yep.
in, and that's what you have to do.
Yep.
Yep.
100%.
Just do not upset him. Trev wearing that beautiful shirt there from Deity Designs.
And on the double 16.
Shockingly, Trevor's in on his first start.
Shot.
Look at that from Trev, and that's what you're playing.
Yep.
That's what you're playing
That's
against.
why these two guys are where they're at.
That's right, and it's a wonder why I'm not there. Ron wearing a beautiful Superman shirt,
Also, I believe, from Didi.
also from Deity Designs.
At least he's
shot.
got,
That's a solid ton 40 right there. Ron came to play.
and he does have sleeves on.
Yes, he does. How long will they stay on? The over
That's a
under is
different story.
yeah. The over under is 4 matches, so 4 legs.
Oh,
It's a sideline steel tip shirt.
It's the sideline steel tip shirt, is what I'm being told. Look at that. That's our first ton 80 right there.
it took us like 12
Yeah.
games to get ours. You know, they do it in like the second round.
Trevor Sellers, ladies and gentlemen.
Will he miss a dart? That's the question.
Ron, if he gets down to an out right here,
Yeah, 100%.
there you go.
Third.
He's there.
He's
There you go.
Yep.
Trev not sitting on an out at 169. He's just going to try and position himself. You know, one of Trev's many, many assets is his math skills are impeccable. He does mortgages for a living, so you would expect nothing less.
Well, we might have used the little thing on the wall a couple times over there, but it
Trev,
happens.
Trev upset they didn't hit that. All right, Ron, you're sitting on 149.
This
Trev's-
would go a long way.
Yep. That's a great start. Trip 19.
Come
Dad,
on.
look at this.
Come
Come
on,
on,
Ron.
16. Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
That would have
Just
probably put a lot of extra power on.
All right, Trev looking at the 20s. Oh, Trev looking at the double 10 for the first leg victory. Oh,
Ooh.
floats it up a little bit. It's double 7. That could be tricky. Yeah, not for Trevor, though.
I mean, a 41.7 and a 40.4.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Nope.
It sure as heck puts your 29s to shame.
This is
you
where
really had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Yeah, well, anytime I can.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's all jealousy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's where Ron's going to stay in it, too, through a great leg.
Yep. And, that can be so disheartening.
Yeah.
It really can. You threw a fantastic leg. Trevor just have to be fantastic +1.
Yep. Yeah, and if you're going to take your chances on him, you got to stay in it.
No.
Big opportunity right here. Huge start. We'll go
And
a long way.
these are the kind of opportunities you get. It's not the opportunity of the fact that the other player didn't get in. He just didn't get in with a super high score.
Right, yep.
Right?
Yeah. That one hole out, though, is just the worst feeling in the world.
There you
Big
go.
shot,
That's
huge.
a nice start. That is
Huge.
a nice start. Ron came to play right here. Now, I will tell you a little secret. Trev's one of my best friends. I've seen Trevor throw probably more than most anybody else, with the exception of maybe Ben. But Trev, it's at the end of the week, he's a little tired, and I'd hear him in the background when he got here tonight. He's a little tired. When he's tired and thrown, he tends to hop a little bit, and that can affect the height of his dart a little bit. Let's see if he's hopping. Probably not so much in the early legs here. But if you watch that forehead, when it comes up,
Yeah, he's got a little bit of.
yeah, and it comes up a little bit, and that can affect the direction and the height of the dart. If there's any flaw in his game, that might be it. It rarely shows his head, though, folks. And let me just tell you, he's
Ron needs a big
he needs a run right
yeah,
here.
it's a
Run right
fantastic
now.
darter. That too quick, Ron. Slow down. Think about it.
Trip goes a long way.
There you
Big
go.
third.
There you go.
There you go. Big third. And this is an opportunity for Ron to break Trevor, return the favor that Trev gave to him on the first leg. Trev's not going to have anything out about it. A ton 80 here would go a long, long way.
Yes, it would. And you just
ton 40 does not get you to an out.
Yeah.
As I break our equipment.
Yeah. Can't keep nothing nice around here.
All right, need a big one right here. Come on, Ron.
Oh,
That's not it.
It's not the one you needed.
No.
That's a game changer, right? there.
100% is. Yep.
A little loose on that one. It's just, it's just surprising when you don't see him hit the perfect.
It's
dart. It's.
Yep. Set it up.
There
Give
you go.
yourself a chance.
Yeah, trip 17 here. There it is. That's a nice dart. It's a nice dart. It's a solid 131. It puts pressure on this 96. Trev's going to be looking at trip 20, followed by a double 18. There's a trip 20. Double 18. There
Just
it is.
Clinical.
Trevor Sellers, ladies and gentlemen.
Just clinical.
Fantastic darts right there. And,
Well-
and it's just that one throw when Ron had a chance to set himself up
Yep.
and he hit the 7 as opposed to hitting the 19. That's what cost him that
It's
leg.
it's
you know?
those, if you're going to beat them, you have to be near perfect on
You're
those.
throwing anywhere from 18 to 20 darts a leg, and one of them just goes awry, and it costs you against somebody like Trevor.
Especially when it's leaving yourself an out.
Yep.
Well, Rosner, your bet was like off a little bit, buddy. You bet Ron 14-1. Yeah, that's not happening.
He likes giving Trevor some
Oh, I
flack.
know.
Yeah, big shout out to Deity Designs, designer of these shirts that we're seeing here tonight. Mr.
7 Mark.
Tyler Driver, you want to get your own shirt made, or he'll help you design it. He'll help you, and you'll have a shirt in about 4 weeks. Some great work that they do. Along with our sponsored partners, Magic Wear, do similar projects, similar things for you. Some fantastic designers we've got in the dart world right now. Dart shirts are the hot thing. And Ron building up a nice point lead here.
Yep.
Trev's going to need another trip just to get that point lead back. He does do that, takes him up by 9 points. We're going to see this all night long. We saw that with you guys in your cricket games, Mike. You were starting out at 6.5, 7, 7.5 sometimes.
Yep.
Some fantastic cricket legs.
Yeah.
And then
big
dropping
shot.
down.
Is it a relief when you're shooting so many 0-1 games? Is it when you come back and you see that cricket's turn is up? Is it a little bit of a relief for you? Do we get to change the pace of the game?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yep.
I'm better cricket player than I am a 0-1 player by far.
Yep. Is it the math that makes the difference?
No,
There you go. Nice
I
start there
honestly
from Trev.
don't know what it is. I
Okay.
have no idea.
See, I feel like I'm the opposite. I kind of wish it was 15, just double in,
0-1,
double out.
double in, double out.
Now, give me 15 cricket games and
You'll be in the top division, right?
yeah, yep, I guarantee I'd be ever close. But the 0-1 is just, it hurts me.
Ron making a smart move, going back up for points on that last start.
You just feel like you almost got to always stay 100 points above him, though.
Trevor right here is going to be 419s.
In this level, you have to do that.
Yeah. Anybody, but yeah.
That's a nice start right there. And he does take the 419, so it does get a 1 point lead. It's going to force Ron to go back up top for 20s. Let's see if he closes the 19 first or second. No, he's looking up top. And he's loose with that first start. Oh, this could be
Ooh.
costly.
Stay in it.
Yeah.
Stay in it.
You got to reset right there.
Yep.
You got to catch it.
There's nothing you can do about those two.
Big
There you
time.
go.
There
Good
you
shot.
go.
Good recovery.
All right, so that forces Trev to go back down on the 19s. Once again, he needs 4 to gain that point lead.
Hanging over it a little bit, maybe.
It could be a tricky one. We've seen him go inside on the 19s a couple of times and hit the 3. Let's see what he does right here. Oh,
Big,
that's a
great
beautiful
shot.
dart. Takes a point lead. Does he go up top? No, he
No.
stays down
Stays
there.
there.
Well disciplined.
Yep.
Stays right down there. Builds that point lead. Takes a 36-point lead on Ron. Going to force Ron to go back up top. Now it's
Now
tempting to
go
go.
down.
Yeah, now.
Oh,
I
he's
like
gonna
it.
go
I like
down.
it. Now do
Yeah.
it.
Can't
Oh,
argue.
he stayed
Can't argue.
there.
He stayed right there
Okay.
with it. Takes a 104
I mean,
point
against
lead.
Trevor, that's probably
Yeah,
a smart,
smart.
Yep.
dart. Yes,
Because
smart darts.
if you don't close it, then if you don't have a 100-point lead,
And I would
it's a
say
risk.
that's almost the difference between the Challenger League and the Premier League, where these guys know that they got to stay up there and build that point lead because
I mean,
this
this-
can happen.
Yep. And now I wonder if he looks
he's
at
going up.
it. Yep.
Yeah,
I knew that.
look
We
at
knew
that.
that.
Trevor Sellers, ladies and gentlemen, with a 9 mark of his own. Solid darts, takes a 10-point lead and closes out that wedge. So Ron's going to move over to the 18s.
Yeah, he's firing.
Come on, Trip.
Oh, and he went back. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, I don't, you
I
know.
think I
would
would
do
rather
or-
look
do
for
or
it last
die.
time,
I mean,
yeah.
either way, yeah.
If you're going to take that chance, take it early, right? And
Right,
you're not-
and I mean Trevor just closed
Yep.
him, so maybe try to change it up, close it a little earlier.
And we see Trev go inside on that 19 again.
Who's staying? Or, yeah.
Trevor Sellers, ladies and gentlemen, hitting a 6 mark. Went inside on the first start, but recovered. Still shooting a 6.
Ron's got at least 6 on this 18.
Well, there's 3 of them. Oh, short arm that one a little
Bottom. Yeah.
bit. Yep. All right, so he does close out. Now he is behind in points, but he does have the wedge of the 18s. Let's see what Trev's going to do here. Is he going to go break the 17s or is he going up?
I think he's
Looks
going
17s.
17s.
Yep. He's looking down.
Yep. Staying.
He's staying. He'll go up on the third one.
Big shot. Huge.
Trevor Sellers. Solid 7 mark. All he's doing is improving his average. Shooting a 6-1 right now. But Ron's staying right with him, and it's that first start that's really helping him. It's a great first. Takes that point lead and
There you
builds
go.
on it. Oh. Sorry, didn't take that
No,
point
he
lead,
didn't
but
take- yeah.
he gets real close to it, within 5 points.
He's right there.
Spanky in the chat saying, if you're outgunned, you run. Trevor with a solid answer, but this is a little bit of an opening
little
for
shot
him
for
here.
Ron.
Yeah, you got 73 points behind you. You needed that first start
Yes,
to go,
he
though.
did.
That's a good second.
Yeah, one
Stay
more.
right there.
Yeah,
There
great
you
shot.
go.
Great shot.
Takes that point lead right back. This time I'm accurate,
Yeah.
finally. It's a 23-point lead.
5'8", 5'4". You can't complain about that.
Nope.
Throwing phenomenal.
Trevor right back into the trip 17s. Staying right there. Is he going to fly over now? No.
Looks like he's
Probably
staying
not.
right.
No,
Yep.
no, he's staying right there. Well disciplined, staying right there in the 17s, and I see no bob whatsoever. No head bob. He's starting to get focused.
Mm.
That first start is starting to escape him a little bit now.
Let's find a trip. Big
There you go.
third. Huge
Big
shot.
third. Takes that 2-point lead. Makes Trev commit at least one dart to the 17s. What a match. Back and forth.
Yeah, they're both throwing great.
All right. Trev trying to find a way around that 17.
He gonna stay there. Now he's going over.
Oh, and he floats it right on top of the
Ron's
8s.
got to take it right here.
Yep.
You're not going to get many of them. Got to take it when they get them.
Yep. You got to hit the points first, Ron. So let's see this first start. Make it count. That's a challenge. That's okay. It's right on top.
Trip still goes a long
Plenty
way.
of room. Yep.
That's a backboard. There you go.
Singles all right. Tie game.
We are tied at 888. That's usually a pretty good sign.
Not no more.
Yep.
Oh,
Here
look
it
at this
goes.
one,
There he
Trevor.
goes.
Yeah, you saw it coming. That's
Yeah.
another
Show off.
9 mark. I believe that's his third 9 mark this match or this leg. All right, Ron find himself 2 wedges down and points down too. That's how quickly things can turn, right?
Just got to stay in it. Stay in it, Ron. You're throwing great.
All right, so Trey's going to be looking at the bullseye. Let's zoom in with the Super Bowl cam.
better zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, there's one of them.
Oh,
And that did count as a double bull.
That's that-
so,
that's that.
yeah.
that's that to the point
That was
streaming
so
board
quick.
work
I
there.
tell you what.
That was so quick,
Yeah.
I didn't even see it hit.
Don't slow that one down at home. You'll see us just change the board right quick. All right, so Trev's up 2-0.
I think you got actually one more on him. 201s.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Nope, you're good.
He's new at it. He'll get it.
Yeah, Trev's up 3-0.
It's his first time.
Well, Mike, it has been a pleasure having you over at the castle tonight. Great shooting, my friend.
Thank you.
I'm kicking you off so we can get somebody else on the
Hey.
mic now.
That is fine. My opponent is standing right here waiting.
Congratulations, Mike. Well done on week 1 victory. Get that eye better, will you?
Oh, I'm trying. I gotta go play the fishing thing tomorrow.
There you go. Well, Mike Mckimmy, ladies and gentlemen, won his match tonight, 8-7. Congratulations, Mike. Big shout out to Josh and Mike that joined us. Fantastic match.
Thank you, sir, for having us.
All right, here is Trev trying to get in on this 501. Gets in on a 8-8. All right, folks, we're going to rotate them through so we don't have to listen to Cody all night long. Joining us on the mic now is a Mr. Josh Reardon. Josh, great shooting that first match, brother. Yeah, it really was. I know you're going to be disappointed with the final outcome, but I think you shot really, really well. I was very impressed, my friend.
Yeah, feel like it kind of fell off there about halfway through the match. A little bit.
And what was that? Did it start getting a little bit warm out in the arena for you, or was it, what was it? Was fatigue?
I'm not really sure. I don't know.
It seemed like you dropped your head a little bit. Nice low ton there from Trev. Seemed like you dropped your head a little bit, and the dart started flowing a little bit lower than normal. Am I right in that, or?
Could be. I don't know. I have to go back and watch it and see kind of if my mechanics changed or what.
Well, I will tell you, as somebody that's watched you throw over the years, your mechanics today were about perfect, my friend, and they really were. I'm glad to see you've come back now. You struggled for a little bit. You had about, I'm going to say about a 6 to 9 month period where you were struggling with darts a little bit. I remember going down to Hog Rock Cafe, being drawn as your blind draw partner, and between the two of us, we got 2 and out right quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the difference? How did you manage to fight your way back to where you are now?
It is just a lot of practice. I mean, it was just in the garage trying to get over because I had a hitch. I mean, I would draw the dart back, and then I couldn't go forward.
Nice from there, Ron. Big, solid, low ton.
I'd be up on my toes before the dart would come out of my hand, and it was terrible.
Well, you look great today, sir. I know the final score wasn't what you wanted, but your mechanics look perfect. You just run into a little bit of a buzzsaw in the shape of a Mike Mckimmy. But it was a fantastic match. There was a lot of talking going on between you guys out there? Or?
A little bit here and there.
Okay.
You know,
You got to go for Ron.
Yeah, we got to go right here. That's great first. Looking at an 80. That's
Come
a
on,
great
Ron.
second. Double 10, Ron. Come on now. There it
What
is.
a shot. Great
there
shot,
it
Ron.
is. That's a huge ton 40 out for Ron Thompson right there.
Those are ones you got to take.
You got to take them, and that was a great dart. Way to go, Ron.
Break a throw, too.
All right. Well, now's your opportunity. You get right back in
Yeah.
it. Make this 3-2 before you know it. Let's get in on this
100%.
first one. Let's get in on this second one, like I said. There we go.
Tripping, you're on your way.
All right. Well, you're in. Yeah, you get started. Now, Josh, your first throw at a double was up at the double 20s. Then you quickly switched down to the double 16. Have you been working on trying to get in on a double 20s? Is that something newer for you? Or?
it is newer. I've been practicing a little bit at home, and it's one of the things. It's new, so if I'm hitting it, it's great. If not, then it's still not real comfortable, I guess. So.
Okay.
Right, but I mean, you were pounding those 16s. So, I mean, if you know you got the 16s as a fallback, you know, it's good to try the 20s. Like I always tell Trevor, too. It's like, dude, you hit every shot. Like, why not? I mean, you're so good at just throwing the dart. Why not?
The
get extra
16s,
points?
the 16s especially, but the 16s because they're utilized so much more. But the 16s and 15s both seem pretty simple, pretty easy dart for you tonight. Did you? Is that common? Is it always the 16s and 15s that seem to come to you pretty easy, or was it just tonight you felt that way?
It's kind of here and there, I guess. Tonight felt really good on the 16s, 15s.
Yep.
But there's times I struggle with it too. So usually I feel like 18s and 20s are kind of my number, but as far as triples, but.
Oh,
Great
big
shot
darts
by
there
Ron.
from Ron.
He's
Another
fighting.
low ton.
He's fighting.
He's fighting hard, coming back, trying to make a name for himself. Nothing wrong with that. Proud of you, young man. And Trev just doing Trev things, you know?
Right.
Oh, another big ton 80 from
Huge.
Trevor Sellers. Great darts. Fantastic darts right there. Ron can do nothing but give him some nugs on that one. Just a show of appreciation.
Give yourself a chance. Yep. Big shot. Great shot.
Look at this. Another low ton. That's 3 he's had this round.
Now Trevor's starting to feel
Yeah.
like maybe this got to go.
At night, he's not a terribly difficult out. Still with a shot at it here.
Yep.
Trip 20. I want to see him shoot that double
I do
bull.
too. I do too.
There it
Gonna get a
is.
look.
Let's take a look on the Super Bowl cam. Oh. Well, I would have hit it. All right, we're back to the main board here. Let's see what Ron can do with this 90. Lots of different ways to go on this. Trip 18 is my favorite.
Trip 18 for double.
And Ron's going to go to trip 18 route. Double 18. Double 9.
Stay in it. Stay in it.
Oh, he busted it.
Oh.
He busted it. That's tough. Yeah, let's not write him off just yet. This 25 can't
25's
be
tricky.
Yeah, it can't be tricky. 9 double 8. Double 4. There
Yeah,
you
good
go.
shot.
Trevor Sellers,
This-
ladies and gentlemen.
Always stays in it, man. Just steps off, locks it back in. Fires
The man's
perfect
got ice in his veins.
Yes, he does.
I don't know how his heart goes.
He's calm all the time.
Yeah.
He is.
It's a fantastic shot. You know, we tease Trevor. I tease him, especially because he's such a close friend. But he is just an amazing shot.
He is.
He's come so far.
Last 2 or 3 years has been
Yep.
crazy. I got the pleasure of playing with him in Bullshooter right before he really took off. But
Yeah. Well, he's going back to ESPN, doing the ESPN thing again in this fall. Looking forward to see how he does, as well as some others that are going. All right, we're back to cricket. We had a fantastic first cricket leg. Let's do the same thing again, and we're off and running with both these guys putting up 5 marks to open it up. A big shout out to Nate that's watching along in the chat with us. Folks, thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. We'll be here most every Friday. And here in a couple of weeks, we'll be starting back up on Tuesdays, doing a little steel tip for you. My name is Jason. I am joined by one of the opponents in Game 1, Mr. Josh Reardon. And our guest host tonight is Mr. Cody Young. Cody, how you doing over there? You having a good time, my friend?
Having a great time. Watch some great
Fantastic.
darts.
Fantastic. Look at that from Ron. Takes that point lead. Nah, take the hero shot. There you go.
Hey, look at
There
that.
you go. You know, if you're going to beat somebody of Trevor's quality,
You got it. Yep.
yeah,
Got to take chances.
those darts got to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ron tried to play kind of the safe one in the first cricket leg, and Trev just trip closed him. So now he says, I mean, if he's gonna hit it anyway, might as well take the hero
That's
shots,
a
right?
beautiful 9 mark for Trevor. You know, he does it so often, you just don't shout and scream anymore because you'll deafen all the people going.
Right.
Ron looking back down on the 19s. Needs to hit the trip. There he does it. Needs another trip. Would be beautiful. Oh.
Unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky on that. Kind of floated over. That's a hard dart to throw through those 2 darts. Still managed to find his way to the trip 7. All right, the statue. Trevor Sellers looking down at the 19s. Closes those with 1 dart. Looks over at the 17s. Closes those with 1 dart. Is he going to go 16s?
Going bullseye.
Oh.
Leave himself the outshot.
Yeah. How did he dare hit a 6 mark when he could have hit another 9? Just wasted that dart on a single 16. Let me tell you. Ron's going to be looking over the 16s right here. Needs a bunch.
Good start.
Yeah, it's a great one. There you go. There you go. Takes that point lead. It's about a 47-point lead. And Trev eliminates that with one dart. And he's going to go back to 16s over here. See if he can shut that door. Just needs a single fat 16, which is sometimes the hardest dart to hit, but not for this young man. Great darts there from Trevor. So he maintains a 7-point lead. Ron's going to need at least 6 15s here, I think. Yeah, takes that point lead back. That's a start.
Big shot.
Yeah,
Big
let me
shot.
hit 7 of them. That's huge.
Shooting great.
Yeah, Ron is shooting really, really well tonight.
And I thought we shot pretty good.
You guys did shoot good.
Yeah, you shot
You
great.
guys did shoot good.
You were putting up similar averages.
Yeah, a couple. I mean, legs definitely going long ways in the 5s and 6s for sure.
Hey, Ron won that last one, right?
I thought he only had one, but I could not remember. I think it's 4-1.
Yeah.
I think I have no.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
He
Yep.
did.
Yep. Well, we'll give Ron one. We'll
Yeah, I mean, we're here to help.
just so clean.
Yep. Trev, looking at bullseyes right here. And he hits a single.
Almost perfect, man. You guys
Well-
see that thing where he hit 27 hat tricks in that one match down there?
Yep.
Mhm. That's a good start from Ron. Hits a double right out of the gate. Needs another one of those to take that point lead back. Make
Big
it throw
shot,
another
big
dart.
shot.
That's big full bullseyes right there. Well done, Ron Thompson.
Big shot.
Takes that point lead back. Makes Trev waste a dart at some sort of points, and it's going to be a trip 17. So Trev's right back at the
Yeah,
double
man.
bull. I
Just-
tell you what,
Tough.
Ron hits 4 bulls, and it only delays him by 1 dart.
Yep.
So it is what it is. Well, we are in game 7, and Ron still has sleeves on. So we got that
he
going
was doing,
for us.
He's
Yeah.
doing good.
Whoever bet the over, probably going to win that one.
I think you said it at 4?
Yep. Well, Josh, thank you for making the trip up here. We greatly appreciate it. You've shot fantastic tonight. I will tell you, I am very happy to see you back where you're at. You're shooting some fantastic darts, and it's all coming back for you, sir.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you. Pleasure to see you again. Say hi to everybody down south for me and tell them I'll be there soon.
All right, I will.
I appreciate you, my
coming up
friend.
here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That is
shooting, brother.
Josh Reardon, ladies and gentlemen, a class act and a true friend. Thank you for being here, Josh. And Ron,
He's
with
punching.
a
Ron is punching.
solid ton 40 right there.
Just keep firing him.
Be good. Be safe getting home, okay? Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Let's just keep these guests rolling through. We're going to have another one take position here, and we'll bring somebody else in for you. In the meantime, let's stay with this game right here. Ron, putting up some darts.
in there, Ron.
Yeah. There you go. Stay right there.
One more.
All right.
All right, I like to switch.
I understand. All right. Neither one of these guys are on and out just yet. The statue, Trevor Sellers, stepping out right here. Needs a big number.
Oof.
Yeah, he's disappointed. Kind of floated that one over to the 5. And
Yep, big third.
yeah, big third. You can see as he throws and releases his dart, he's lifting his head up a little bit now. I'm probably the last person in the world that should be ever pointing out any fallacies in Trevor's throw, but that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, just stay there. Yeah, that's well worked. $2.
Nice 91 there. That'll work. It's a 2-dart combination for an out. Trev's going to be saying, now watch his forehead, see if it stays still. And you can see
moving.
his legs are lifting up a little bit as he's releasing the dart. And nobody knows it as much as Trevor right now, I guarantee you. Does tend to do this. This does happen a little bit when he gets fatigued.
That third one was
Yeah.
less movement, but all right, Ron.
All right, Ron, looking at 91. Going to be looking trip 17. That does that in the first dart. Let's
What
see
is
if he can hit the double 20. Oh,
You're
double
good.
10.
You're good. Staying it.
Oh, just on
He's
the
got
outside.
time. Got time.
Yep. He's got some darts to go at it. So that's time. Let's see what Trev can do. Put some pressure on this 190. Oh, pressure on this 20. I apologize. It's a great start.
Yep.
Look at
Trip
this.
18 for 16.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh, I like it. 180. Put the pressure on it. I like it.
Yeah, I want to keep it right there. That's okay. All right, Ron, let's hit this dart. There you
Big
go.
shot.
Nice
Great leg.
start. Way to go, Ron. That was a brilliant leg from Ron Thompson right there. All right, so we are 5-2. Let me shout out Kyrie. Is in the chat watching along with us as Trev gets in on his first start.
Yep, he's gonna be locked in now.
That's
perfect.
Yep. That's what happens when you upset Trevor. When you beat
Yeah.
Trevor, he comes back hard.
The 152 is coming.
Folks, let's welcome another guest to the microphone. He's the owner of Sidelines. He's one of the biggest supporters and one of the best friends that I have. Carlos is joining us. How you doing, Carlos?
Great.
Thank you for joining us on the microphone today. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm a little upset that you didn't bring any of those pork bites with you.
No.
I do love your burn ends over at Sidelines. Have you noticed a big uptake in the sales as I've been talking about? And that's a solid ton 40 from Trevor right there.
Oh yeah, a lot of the darters all kind of.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, those burn.
They're fire.
If your burn ends, pork bites
I am.
type thing, fan, yeah, you need to get them. Pork belly is what they.
belly,
Yeah, pork belly is what they call them. I call them just really thick cubes of bacon.
That's what it is.
It's fantastic food over at Sidelines. And you've done some remodeling over at Sidelines recently. How's that working out for you?
It's great. It's smaller but busier now. You know, I think crowds
Yep.
bring crowds. You know,
A little bit more of an atmosphere, shall we
yeah.
say?
Yeah, because we didn't have a real identity before. You know, we weren't a big music venue or a small sports bar. This kind of sets up as lots of darts. You walk in, all you see is darts.
Well, it's a fantastic bar, folks. If you ever find yourself on the west side, you need to stop and get something to eat, or
Big third.
maybe grab you a cold one. Find Sidelines over in Avon, straight off of 36. If you see the Waffle House, turn right there. All right, Trev sitting up with a 150. Starts out with a trip 19.
In there.
Follows it up with another trip 19. Double 18. This is a way to take out a 150. Look at that. Trevor
Absolutely.
Sellers, ladies and gentlemen. And that is why he's a little bit better than Kyrie Washington,
Oh,
who claims to be the second best person in Indy.
he is. Kyrie's been his game's getting there.
Kyrie's game's come a long way in the last 6 months. All right. Well, Trev, that beautiful 150 out takes him up to a 6-2 lead. And in these leagues, being short as they are, there's a big difference between being beaten 11-4 and being beaten 14-2 or whatever it may be. Right? So every match counts, and we always see on week 7 that everybody's playing just to get that one match.
One leg, yeah.
And it always comes down to one leg. Look at this from Trev. Oh, it's a 7 mark. Brilliant darts there from Trev. So. Yeah, it's crucial that Ron stays focused, and it's hard to do when you're playing someone as accomplished as Trevor is, but it's going to be crucial to win as many legs as you can.
He's been playing so great recently.
Ron?
He's
Yeah.
throwing great today.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
He is just.
Well, and you can't, the kid's throwing a 7, right? And he's down by 124 points, right? So, I mean, that's tough right there.
Yeah, just got to stay in it.
And you cannot. I know we've repeated it over and over again, but you can't say it enough as to how well Trevor is shooting right now.
Oh, 100%.
As his average drops down to a 5.5. That's commentator's curse.
He's human.
All right, big third.
So, Carlos, what you got coming up at Sidelines? I know you got a little event coming up tomorrow. Am I right?
Yeah, the fishing tournament on our new board. It's a
Fishing tournament.
Yeah, it's fun.
Let's talk
Different.
about that a little bit. And we don't go fishing and play darts at the same time usually.
Yeah, we do with this one. It's a cool little event for people to get involved. You don't have to be great. A lot of luck goes into it.
All right.
But,
I may show up then.
Yeah. It's fun though. If you catch a big shark, everybody goes crazy. Excited.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Or you catch a plastic bottle. Little one.
Okay. All right.
Boot.
All right. And what time's that starting this weekend?
Starts at noon.
Starts at noon.
Yeah.
So it's over at Sidelines. What's the exact address for Sidelines?
9283.
I'm going to say to him one more time. 9283.
East US Highway 36.
All
in
right.
Indiana.
Yeah, folks, if you find yourself on the west side, definitely go out to Sidelines. Huge supporter of darts in the area.
Yeah, you guys got me addicted.
We are blessed with not just your bar, Carlos, but several bars of big supporters of darts, and we are blessed to have them. We truly are.
Great steel draw on Tuesdays as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's building up. We had a
It is. It's
very nice one this Tuesday.
great. Good.
Well, and Mr. Rosner's been working so hard to make that happen. You got to admire that kid.
Yeah. Rosner and Ron do a ton of work for me.
Yep.
To help me out. It's amazing.
Yep. All right, Trev stepping up ahead. He's finding himself a little bit behind in this cricket match. He's not happy with himself right there. He's a little disappointed. That's the dart he wanted on his second dart. Actually, truthfully, he wanted it on his first dart, but that's the dart he wanted. He wanted that opportunity to fly around. Now, Ron here is looking at the 16s. He's got to close these bad boys. Shut that door. There he does that. Now point. And he went over to 15s. And the thing is, no matter how many wedges you got, Trevor's capable of 9 marking at any point in time. So you just don't know what's going to happen. Here's the start.
He's like John Wick.
Yeah, here's 2 of them. Don't upset him. There's the 9 mark for you.
Yeah, you got to make sure he's dead.
Yeah.
Because now he's coming back.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, that's what you run into playing someone with the quality of Trevor. Anytime he can pull a 9 mark out of his back pocket, Ron able to close those 15 down. Going to the Bulls, hits 2 on the first one. One more. There you go. There you go. Ron Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing it back to 6-3. It's not over yet. He's fighting all the way. Nothing but respect for Ron on this match tonight. Is Trev gonna open it up on 5-1? He's gonna be looking to double in on his double 16, his favorite double. So he hits a double 8. Yeah, you see, he kind of lifts his feet up a little bit and flies up a little bit, which affects the flight of the dart. Ron in on his first start. Ron's starting to feel it a little bit, maybe.
He was telling me he took a little stumble yesterday, so his legs a little tight. Hopefully that's
I understand. Shout out to Jennifer. Shout out to my friend, the Outlaw, Mr. Paul Rogers, in the chat with us. Shout out to Dave Collette. Hey, Dave, how are you? Keegan called me out in the chat. It's almost like we're related.
Big trip here. Tongue goes a long way.
There you go.
Oh, I thought that was in there.
Yeah, it kind of looked good from here. Yeah, look for a big throw here from
Yeah,
Trev.
say, just in opportunities like this and a 60, it just he runs
Yeah.
on him, man.
Look for this one. Ooh, and he was trying for the upper right-hand corner, and that one floated it over a little bit too far to the right, hit the one. Still maintains a wonderful lead, 356 points. Not any longer. There you go, Ron.
Yeah, big shot.
Good recovery, Mav. Chimes in with a low tone of his own, keeps the pressure on. And now both these guys pretty close to each other in point score here, so they're going to be setting themselves up for an out. That's not a great first from Trev.
Ooh, boy.
You could see him lift his head up there, not happy with that. And it's a tough switch when you go from top side of the board to the low side to the top side again.
And it's darts like this right now for Ron that are
Yep.
just, these might be the biggest three of the match.
Well, he needs to get himself. He can get himself to an out. That's a start. Yeah, and he can't do it now.
You got to take advantage of that.
Yep.
Yep, you really do. You got to position yourself. And Carlos, that's good to hear because I will tell you, you wouldn't have said that a year ago. No. You recognize what's going on right now, and I will say that is the first step of becoming a fantastic darter.
Yeah, I love watching all these great guys come to my bar and play. I just sit there and just watch.
Yeah. Well, hey, get out there and throw with them.
No, I do.
Yep. You may surprise yourself. That's a big second there from Ron.
Yep. Oh.
That's an unfortunate third. All right, Trev, looking at 82. Lots of different ways to go here. Trip 14 tops. That's the way he went. Puts himself on the 73, which is a little tricky.
Yep, great shot.
Not for Trevor, though.
Yeah.
All right, Trevor.
That's the way I do 82.
Yeah. Sometimes I think he just challenges himself. Right? He's like, I'm going to throw this one on
Right.
trip 15 and see what happens afterwards. All right, so Trev takes a 7-3 lead. One more leg, and Trev will be guaranteed the win this evening. And, for the most part, we've talked about how well Ron is shooting, but he's been able to get in on that first or second dart,
yes.
right?
And
I mean, he's doing everything that we said that he really needed to do. It's just when you run into somebody like Trev who has the ability to pull out a 180 or a ton 40 or a 9 mark anytime he chooses.
It's just, I mean, Trevor's obviously does what he does, but like Ron shooting this good against Trevor, I mean, it's got to give you confidence against everybody else. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Trevor's kind of an outlier in that group, so I can hang with Trevor like this. I can hang with anybody.
Look at this from Ron
in this league.
Oh, he's done that several times, and he ends up with a 123 or 121.
Yep.
But he kind of swings that arm through. Ben has a tendency to do this sometimes too, and that last dart kind of swings it through. Trev sensing he's kind of falling behind on this leg, so look for a big dart here.
Yep.
Yep, big ton 37 scored. Ron's just, if I do this to Jason, or if I do it to Cody, or if I do it to Carlos, they're done for. Yeah, I do it to Trevor, and he's just going to go back up there and hit a ton 37.
Right.
Well, let's face it, he's probably not thinking that, but, I mean, he could be. Yeah.
He's gotten so good that we can't fit in doubles caps anymore. So there was my partner.
Carlos, I don't know if you know, but we got burglarized today. Everybody came in and stole all my fruit.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it left me peachless. I don't like the fifth joke I've got, so I'm just going to keep using that one
like
over and
that.
over again.
We should have made it a drinking game.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. Billy Harmon in the chat. How you doing, Billy? It's great to see you along with us.
It's an out.
Yeah, another one of those puts him on 32.
Yep.
So they decides to go ahead and do that.
It's inevitable.
Yep. Fantastic darts.
But it can go.
167 can go.
One hole short. Unlucky. Great cover, though.
I'd almost throw the double bowl just to see
Right,
if I could
just-
hit it.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Listen, you're just lucky I missed that first 20. Double 16 for Trev. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Right down the middle. That is for the win for the week.
The match, yep.
For the match. Now, we've talked about it before. It is crucial that Ron win as many games as he can.
Yep.
You know, some of these guys in the Premier League, you've seen them bounce back and forth between the Premier League. That they may not be quite good enough to stay in the Premier League, but they're too good for the Challenger League, right? So every season they bounce back and forth.
Which, I mean, that's kind of how the first 2 seasons, kind of what happened to Ron. He was,
Yep.
I think he started in the Premier, right, and then went down and just dominated the Challengers. So
One another name, Nate Brocious has done
Yeah.
that a little bit
Yep.
too. He kind of bounced back and forth between the 2 leagues, and you'll see that.
However, Ron right now, Ron is a Premier League player.
Yeah. You think Ron's even with this, he's getting beat tonight, but with this showing tonight, you can just tell his quality has just come up.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Peachless. It left me. Peachless. I tell you what, I'm gonna hear that joke all week long.
You start using it everywhere you go.
Well,
Cashier at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I had to buy all this fruit. They
Well,
broke into my house.
for 2 years it was Giraffic Park.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
I like that.
And I getting worn that one out a little bit. Nice starts there from Ron, putting some points on the board. Trevor coming looking down at the 19s, 17s. He didn't miss that
He
bad.
does like doing the old hopperoo.
Here we go.
There he goes, the ball. He's the outshot.
Yeah, he didn't feel the trip 16 that time. He just, I'm going to shoot a ball. Ron showing Trevor where that trip 16 is at.
9 goes a long way.
There you go.
shot.
Big 9 mark there from Ron Thompson.
I mean, 5.33 and you're down, 3 wedges?
Yeah, you're down
It's
3
tough.
wedges. Yeah.
Just tough.
And folks, I will tell you, it was not too many years ago where Trevor was just happy to hit a single number. So when I first met Trev, we were talking about how to hit 16 and how to shoot at 20s. Short 4 or 5 years later, and he's on ESPN, and I'm sitting here in my dining room talking on a microphone.
Talking about who he's on ESPN.
Ron, back-to-back 9 marks. He loves those 16s.
He does. He's
That's
fighting,
it.
man. He's fighting.
There's 18 of them. Trev saying, all right, I see you. Let me go up here and just get that point lead back, and let me go down here and close these 16s for you. Oh, no, you're bullseye.
Yeah.
Shooting a 6'4" versus a 6'2". This is special.
Ron
Hope
goes,
you all enjoying it at the house.
oh.
Yeah, no 9 mark that time.
The old 18 in a row curse.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're all tied up. The wedges is a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
You just know it's going. It's
Yeah.
it's dead center. and it's not one hole in. It's right in the dang middle.
Yeah, if you get out there and measure and count the holes, I
Yep,
guarantee
it's
that
that
is the
dead
center
center.
hole.
I bet.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
the one you're supposed to hit. Fantastic win there for Trevor.
I mean, this might be the first match Ron's kept the sleeves on the entire time.
He told me he would. Said he's gonna try his hardest.
He's throwing great. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
convince him.
That last dart was good. That second dart was not.
Really?
You have to wear long pants. You have to wear normal shoes. Your pants can't have any holes in them.
Yeah, you see Trev's really starting to settle in now.
Yeah.
Because he's using the whole board. You know, you can always tell when Trev's super comfortable because he does use the whole board. He's not afraid to switch from 20s down to 19s.
Nope.
When he's just starting out or he's just starting out in a match, you'll see him usually stick with the 20s in that particular scenario.
Big shot.
Sean Bolt asking what was Trevor throwing with. I believe he's throwing with some magnetos.
No, he just switched. So he was throwing the Super Dart Beasts, which I think were Randy's from back in the day. I'm not sure. He's throwing Cosmos somethings. I
Okay.
forget what they're called. Trevor is. Ron is throwing the
Riptide.
the Magneto Riptides, which is also what I throw. Fun fact. Great barrel.
Trevor has the flight that says "I love dogs."
Yep. He sent me those the other day. Like, man, bro must really love dogs.
He loves dogs.
Put them on your darts. Must mean something.
All right, Trev disappointed with his low ton on that visit. Shout out to Debbie Hughes watching along with us in chat. Deb's, pleasure to have you. You missed a fantastic first match. If you get a chance, rewind
Big
that on
shot, Ron.
YouTube. Nice darts there from Ron. Puts himself on
Get a look at
86.
it. Huge.
Yep. Ron certainly holding up his end of the bargain today. I think we've shouted him out already, but there's nothing wrong with shouting out a Bud Crystal twice. How you doing, Bud? Pleasure
No.
to have you here.
Bud is a living legend.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. One of my faves.
All right, 2 darts, Ron. Here we go. Or 3.
Yep. Trip 15 right here. Oh, just on the inside. Yeah, he kind of
Stay in it. Stay in it.
swung that 15 through there. All right, Trev looking at a Trip 18. There it is. Looking at tops.
Just so clean on these finishes. Oh, catch it.
Surprised the board.
Throwback.
Surprised the board didn't register for him.
Right, Sam. I thought you had that coded in.
Yeah, well, he's already won. So.
Oh, you turn it off.
There it is,
Big
Trevor, right in
shot.
the center there.
Man,
That's 10-3. We got 2 matches left.
can't give him a shot.
No, you can't. Nope. I mean, but he could be on 170. If you're on an out, you almost feel like you got to take it.
Have
'Cause
to.
it's just
All right, Trev getting us in with his usual double 16. You know, everybody picks their own nose. Statistically, that's been proven. Everybody picks their nose. Not me, though. I was born with mine.
Is that the
that's
one
a-
you didn't like? See,
yeah.
that's the best one.
I didn't like that one at all. Didn't
the
like
best
that one at
one.
all. No, didn't like that one. Yeah.
Nah, I think Anna 1 and a 2 was good. That was
Yeah. I'm peachless. There you go, Ron, with the answer on the Trip 20 on that last start. All right, now it's the opportunity for
He's got a
Ron.
round right here.
Now is the opportunity because 10-4 sounds a lot better than 11-3.
Yep.
So let's do it right here. Take your time. Don't swing your arm through.
Big third. Big
There
third.
you go.
Big third.
Big third. Kind of saved the throw on that third dart. Has a 58-point lead on Trev right now. Will he eliminate that with his first dart? Yes, he will. Trev takes a point lead. Going to build on it here.
One more. Leave himself in it.
Trip 19 for the big fish. Oh, he hit that. No.
The old 167.
Yeah.
Just one more.
There you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. Good answer.
Now, will the 167 go? He's
It
dreaming
could.
about it.
Yeah,
thinking about it.
yeah, he's thinking about it.
I have no clue what it is.
Trip 20, trip 19,
Yeah.
bullseye.
Trip 19.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
he's getting a look.
Uh-oh.
He's getting a look. What a
Ah, there you go.
shot.
And a 167 for Mr. Trevor Sellers, who I told everything he knows.
He did.
Nice
he
darts.
He always prefaces with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Dude,
like
you're
to.
throwing great. He goes, I
special-
would be nothing without you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's never, ever said that, by
Oh,
the
he
way.
says it. Trust me.
Big darts there from Trevor Sellers, just proving why he's some of the best dart throwers in the country right now.
100%.
Ron answers with his own little 7 mark. Let me It's like Spanky said earlier on. You know, when you're being outplayed, you run. So he's pointed. Now he's going to run.
Yep.
And Trev's going to block him. And block him. And block him.
God.
Shout out to Edward Carnes watching along with us in the chat.
I believe
And
that
run.
is Trevor's league partner.
Yep. Shootout on the rocks. Yeah, Trev looking to get this down now. There it
Big
is.
shot.
Building that point lead. It's kind of putting that blocker on Ron. I'd almost be tempted to run. Just shoot to the 17s.
Yeah.
You know, let him have the 18s all he wants. Just isolate him there.
Great shot. I mean, he misses that second one, and it's got to feel just
Yeah.
detrimental when he's shooting a 5.67. It's just.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. You only hit 3 that time.
Yep. So now-
Something's wrong.
I mean, these are where you got to take
Yeah,
it, though. He hits
someone-
3, you got to go.
Someone go check his temperature right quick.
Yep, I like it. Stick it. Nice
Oh,
shot.
look at that. Ron Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these two gentlemen, 6'3" and a 6'0". We just saw a 167 out.
Now does he look at the 9 mark?
It's some quality darts tonight.
No.
Yeah, it's so smooth for him. Right? Let me just get the point lead, get ahead of you, put a couple things out there, and I'll take a swing at the 19s.
Yep. Big shot.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
And it's what you got to do. We've
Yep.
talked about it so many times tonight. When you're playing an opponent like that, you got to take that hero shot.
Yep. Like I said, in the first cricket leg, he took the point shot and he trip closed him. So
Yep.
now you just got to take it.
Yeah, you
take it
can't
and go.
blame him at all.
Nope.
Now, this is the last leg of the evening.
Big shot.
Yeah, that's a solid 7 mark there from Trevor. Just answering back, building that point lead up. Has a 44-point lead. Mon looking up at the 20s, eliminates the 44-point lead, takes his point lead of his own, needs to shut down the 15s right here. Oh, and he went for the double.
great
There's no
look.
doubles in cricket unless your last name is Maloney. Needs another one for the point lead. Gets that.
Staying.
Got to build it. Yep.
Yep.
He's got to build on it. Yep. Ron finds himself quite a few points behind, but he's got the 20s to work with.
Got options.
Does that start off.
Yep, I love it.
Closes the 15s back up to the 20s.
Yep, great shot.
That's great darts there from Ron. That's why he's shooting a 6-1, and that's the improvement that you see in Ron Thompson right now.
Yep.
Trev, just going to close some things out.
I like it. Close them all.
Yep. Let me just close these out and see what we can do when we go bulls to bulls. Look
Good
at that.
shot.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. The rarely seen 8 mark in soft tip darts. Well, let's just go to the bulls. I don't know why we'd want to do
Good
anything else.
marker, too. Start right over it. Yes.
There
Perfect.
you go. Ron Thompson takes the last leg. Big shout out to Ron. Well done, sir.
I know everybody's watching my sidelines because I'm on the TV, so
Yeah.
I'm sure
Let's
they're
see
happy.
what,
That's
see what
huge.
these averages are. 6. Oh, no, that's just the leg. What we got?
11-4 was the final score.
Five
Ron
points.
shot
I mean,
a
that's
5-2.
Fantastic.
Trevor shot a 5.85. You know, that's barely passable. And Trevor shot a 33.7. It's not bad at all.
Nope.
right there. Just
All right. Well, let's get back on you two beautiful people. How you doing?
How we're doing?
Cody, thank you for tonight. Thanks for coming out. You were fantastic.
Thanks for having me.
You were what was expected. Carlos, thank you for everything you do in the dark community,
Always a
my
pleasure.
friend.
Thank you.
It is truly an honor to have you here. And there are several people, yourself, Mikey's, On the Rocks, Checkered Flag. All you guys do so much for us in darts in this state. We can't thank you enough. So thank you. And if you ever need anything we can do to support you, we certainly will. Cody, you were fantastic. Like I said, I hope you're willing to do it again, my friend.
Yep. Whenever you'll have me, I'll be here.
I am speechless. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in with us tonight. We'll be back next Friday with another event for you. My name is Jason Hines, and we are signing out. If you're going out tonight, please be safe because we need you back here next week, okay? Y'all be good, be safe.